Alright, what's up everybody? We're back with more Pokemon Y Hardcore Deathless Nuzlocke. So last time we got our second gym badge. Got a lot of new encounters, and some that are going to be pretty important either right now or later in the run. And now we're hopefully going to make our way over to the third gym. Maybe even get to the fourth gym. Kind of depends. I don't know how long it'll take, but let me load up the game and then I can pull up stream and we can go ahead and get started here. So give me just 1 second. And I'll show what the team is looking like right now. Obviously, in the bottom left, you can see who we currently have on our team. But I can give a more in-depth rundown in just a second. One second. Trying to make sure everything looks good. There we go. Okay, that's all good. All right. Hey, lad, I'm alive. Good job. You did it. You made it okay. I hope you're enjoying yourself, lad. Right, let me just double check really quick that, okay. All right. So anyway, the team that we have right now, everyone's level 25 because that was the original level cap for the second gym. Now that we've beaten the second gym, level cap has increased to 32 because that's what the highest level Pokemon we're going to have to fight in Gym 3 is. So we've got Snorlax, Gigalad here, with a pretty kind of just hodgepodge of moves right now. Like Body Slam's great because obviously that's stab, 85 power, very good. Also, I can see that the stream is lagging a bit, which I don't like to see. I'm waiting for that to fix itself. It's not like dropping too many frames, but okay, I think it's fine now. All right, but yeah, Body Slam's a great move, very powerful, and you know, boosted by the fact it's a normal type. Bulldoze is a nice coverage move. Rock and Steel types are kind of like the big things that normal struggles to hit. Also Ghost, but at least Bulldoze can help with Rock and Steel. Why? OBS keeps telling me that the bitrate is dropping and we're dropping frames, and then it comes back like almost like 5 seconds later. I don't know why it keeps doing that. It's making me upset. It doesn't look at like anything that's happening. Anyway. Yeah, Amnesia, probably not really going to be clicked too much. It does boost special defense. Snorlax already has pretty darn good special defense innately. It does have that minus special defense nature, so it's not as bulky as it could be, but it's still good. And then we've got Yawn, which is a very reliable move that can put a Pokemon to sleep. Obviously, sleep lasts 1 to 3 turns in this game, but it can be very helpful. Why does the bitrate keep dropping? I keep on noticing, like, it goes red bar on me, and then it comes back. It doesn't look like anything's happening when I'm looking over to check the stream playback, but it just keeps doing that over and over again. Anyway, we got Butterfree here. Compound Eyes is a very great ability for something that learns Sleep Powder. Obviously, it makes Sleep Powder go from being a 75 accurate move to a 97.5 accurate move, because Compound Eyes boosts accuracy by 1.3x. Psybeam is a nice coverage move. Gust is kind of weak, but it is a flying type move, which Butterfree is. And Venoshock's not bad for coverage, although we don't have any way to really maximize its use because we don't have Poison Powder on it anymore. Steelix, the epitome of physical bulk. This thing is just straight up almost unkillable on the physical side. You'd have to hit it with, like, you know, some super cracked physical attacker that has a super effective move. But it has right now Smackdown, which I'm probably going to replace for Rock Tomb now that we got that TM from beating Gym 2. And we have Bulldoze, Gyro Ball for other coverage moves that do good damage, and Stealth Rock just because. Probably Stealth Rock's not going to be too long for this world, but that's okay. Charmeleon, my second starter. It's fire type. It will eventually be a fire flying type when it evolves. And right now, its moveset isn't very good. Ember is its best fire type move it can learn, which isn't great. Only 40 power. Shadow Claw, it's decent for coverage, I guess, but Charmeleon isn't really much of a physical attacker compared to special attacking. Dragon Rage just always does 40 damage, which was really good earlier. Now it's just kind of like whatever. And it has Smoke Screen, which probably not going to be here long. And then we've got Quilladin, my actual starter, who has Vine Whip, not really too powerful grass type stab move, but he will eventually get better grass type moves not too long in the future. We get Bulldoze, which is a great coverage move for a grass type to have. Hone Claws to set up, and Leech Seed to give some form of recovery. And lastly, Floette, who's got Fairy Wind, which, again, pretty weak stab option, but it's the best we have until, like, level... Well, eventually we'll be able to get the TM for Dazzling Gleam, which will help a lot, but Moonblast is the best fairy move that we'll have access to. That won't come until way later, though. We have Wish, and we're probably going to want to teach Protect so that you can kind of do that. It's a recovery move that also can work on teammates, which is really interesting. And then Magical Leaf, which is just a coverage grass move. Not too bad. And OBS is still struggling here, and it's making me upset. I don't really understand why it's struggling so much. I don't know why this would be happening. Genuinely don't know. It doesn't look bad on the playback, but it is complaining that it's dropping frames. Anyway. So yeah, we just got the second gym, so let's go ahead and teach Rock Tomb. Like I said, we'll do that first. Teach Rock Tomb to Steelix. Get rid of Smackdown for it. It is a little bit less accurate. It's 95 accuracy compared to 100, but the power is a lot more, and being able to drop speed isn't bad. Rock is also just a really good offensive move, or offensive typing to have in general, so go ahead and do that. Now, we can use Strength outside of battle, so we're going to head all the way up this hill. Okay. We've already gotten our encounter from here, but we just want to move this rock. Do I have someone with Strength on? No, so I need to teach Strength to somebody. I could teach it to Steelix. I did say that I wanted to get rid of Stealth Rock because honestly it's not going to help that much. Yeah, I might get rid of Stealth Rock in favor of a Strength here, just so we'll have someone who can use it. Alright. Okay, so now I've got Strength. Let's go ahead and push this boulder over, get this TM that's over here. I think, is this Aerial Ace? Yes, it's Aerial Ace. Okay. And then I think further down, there's another TM we can get. That's Frustration, I believe. Which hopefully, I will not have Frustration during the stream. Is it you? No. Yeah, here we go. Alright, TM21 Frustration. Cool stuff. Yeah, so Frustration is basically the opposite of Return. So Return increases in power the more your Pokemon has high friendship towards you. If they have low friendship, though, Frustration becomes more powerful. Yeah, I don't know why I'm leading with Snorlax, to be honest. I'm pretty sure Meditite doesn't know any physical attacks, though, so we should be okay. It's also level 14. Yeah, I really should not be leading with Snorlax. This thing's way too slow to run away from anything. Let's go with Butterfree lead instead. Alright. So now we can go ahead and head up, and we can get an encounter. We could have gotten this encounter before we did the second gym, but I honestly kind of forgot. So it's alright. The Iapa Berry, or Iapapa, I don't know how to pronounce it. Alright, so for Route 10, we are going to want to not go in the yellow flowers, I don't believe. The yellow flowers, so there's regular grass and then there's yellow flowers for this route. In the yellow flowers, the encounter rates for some other Pokemon that aren't really as important or as useful are higher. So we're going to want to go in the regular grass because in the regular grass, you can get Golett, Sigilif, and Hawlucha all combined together for a 70% chance to find them. And then the other 30% chance is Snubbull, Electrike, Eevee, and Emolga, which Snubbull wouldn't be like that bad. It does have Intimidate. It's also a mono fairy type, which is pretty interesting. Eevee can evolve into literally anything, so that's great. But Electrike and Emolga would not be very good for this run. They're not too important overall. So we're going to ignore the yellow flowers here. We're just going to keep on walking. We got this Psychic Trainer up ahead. I guess I'll have... Let's just have Snorlax be the lead. Most Psychic-type Pokemon are special attackers, so makes sense. This place is flowing with power. I often come here to recharge. Yeah, this is towards Geosenge Town, which is basically supposed to be like Stonehenge. Alright. Colossus, I don't think that this thing's going to be able to take on a Snorlax, so go ahead and just use Body Slam and probably one-shot it, if not two-shot it. Yep. Alright, Colossus is down. Wow, you and your Pokemon's power levels are incredible. They're over 9,000 for sure. An over 9,000 reference. God dang. Okay, so if we keep heading, I don't know what kind of trainer class this is, but Snorlax, let's go ahead and take you out first. They're just stones, right? It's just a stupid boulder. You were challenged by Taurus Fumiko, and she's got Skiploom. My third favorite evolution line of Pokemon ever. Hoppip, Skiploom, Jumpluff, they are my third favorite Pokemon. Right behind Gligar and Gliscor for second, and Totodile, Crocodile, for Alligator for first. But unfortunately, I gotta take out Skiploom. It tried to use Poison Powder on me, but I cannot be poisoned because Snorlax has immunity. Really not that incredible of an ability, but it does pop up from time to time like it did there. And then we've got a Azumarill. Water Fairy in this game. It's got Defense Scroll, probably. I was going to pair that with a Rollout if I had to guess. But if it does, it's not too big of a deal because we have Steelix who quad resists Rollout. Also, Body Slam is going to kill it this turn. And set out for Bubble Beam. That's not going to do too much, only 9 damage, and Body Slam should take it out. And then we got Dunsparce. Dunsparce, hilarious Pokemon. Not very good, but a hilarious Pokemon. And Body Slam probably doesn't one-shot it, right? No, it does. I thought maybe he would be a little bit more bulky than that, but no. We get Snorlax level 26. I probably should put the XP share back on too. Definitely just stones, don't you think? As a reminder, if you don't know, I usually like to fight a lot of the trainers I come across in my Nuzlocks. I feel like it, to me, like the whole like using rare candies to level up your Pokemon to the level cap is fine, but I feel like you should kind of exhaust all other options of doing that. So fighting trainers is usually what I like to do. Not only does it like add extra challenge, but it also makes sense for my rules allowing myself to use rare candies whenever the level cap comes into play. So yeah, we're going to be fighting everyone we come across. I'm not going to backtrack to fight people though, and you know, if I'm pressed for the level cap, I'm going to avoid them, sure, but yeah, if I can fight them, I will fight them. So we're going to go in the grass up ahead, and we're going to get our encounter. So the big thing, the Pokemon I would most love to get would probably be Hawlucha, although Golett is also pretty good. It does take a while to evolve Golett, but it is a pretty solid Pokemon. Hawlucha would definitely be a very difficult Pokemon to catch, though, because if it appears, it can only appear at level 19 or level 20. If it appears at 20, that's fine, because it should only know flying type attacking moves. But if it's level 19, it would know flying and fighting attacks, which would make it really hard to catch, because 4 of my Pokemon here are weak to flying or fighting. So that's not great. So I'm just going to lead... Who should I lead with? That's a great question. Honestly, maybe we lead with Charmeleon because it has Dragon Rage. Be a good one to weaken with. I also should check really quick if there's any like better Pokeball options I have. I know we got an Ultra Ball from the ground somewhere last stream. But I want to know if we have like any Nest Balls. That would probably be the best, because I think Nest Balls, as long as the Pokemon's like level 22 or less, Nest Balls are actually a little bit better than an Ultra Ball, I think. I can't remember if it's level 22 or 21. It's one of those two. Anyway. Let me see what we got. We have... Yeah, you can buy Nest Balls. Cool. So yeah, let's buy like 20 of these. Then they're gonna be outdated soon, but I'll also buy 10 Dusk Balls as well. Alright. And then, do we need more repels? We have 9 repels. Hold on one second. I'll buy like 20 more super repels. Why not? Just for the heck of it. Okay. So let's head up to Route 10, and now we'll actually get our encounter. Stop running away from it all the time. Okay. Let's see what we're gonna get here. We also can pick up this item. Mind Plate, why not? That increases the power of Psychic-type moves by 20% for whoever holds it. Our encounter for Route 10 is going to be... Electrike. Very low chance that we get Electrike, you know. 10% chance of Electrike. And we got it. Unfortunate. I was really hoping for Hawlucha or Golett, because those would have been infinitely more integral for this run. Let me write it down, though. Tragic stuff. Alright, well, with Electrike, we can definitely still use Dragon Rage on it. It has more than 40 HP. I don't know how much exactly it has, but I know it has more than 40. And now we can just throw a Pokeball at it. Not gonna catch. Just keep on throwing them at you. Eventually you'll get caught. I've got to use these Pokeballs up on something, so might as well use it on an Electrike. Just howl. Here, I'm gonna swap into Steelix, because it's gonna be able. Well, Steelix has the Rocky Helmet, right? Never mind, don't do that, because it will just take itself out if we do. We could go to Quilladin, I guess. I don't even know if it knows an electric move, I'm gonna be honest. It's crazy to think, but it might be an electric type Pokemon that doesn't know an electric type attacking move. Maybe Spark? No, it does know Spark. Okay. But yeah, Quilladin can easily eat these attacks. No problem. And if we want a guaranteed capture, we can just use the Nest Ball, but I want to try to use these Pokeballs up first. He's on really low health, so it should be a decent chance. But he is, he's avoiding being caught. Nothing in life is guaranteed. That's true, Doctor. But I think in Pokemon, if the catch rate calculator says 100% chance of capture, that might be guaranteed. Alright, and finally we got it with a Pokeball. Okay. Yeah, kind of. It's a big miss to not get some of the other Pokemon on Route 10. Route 10 was a very big encounter. There were plenty of things we could have gotten that would have been really, really good. Electric is not one of those. Now, granted, if you go in the yellow flowers, I believe you can repel at 21, and that does eliminate Electric from the encounter table. But it also means you're very likely to get Snubbull, which, while it's not bad, I just don't really think it's going to be that useful, at least not right now. I thought going in like the regular grass and taking that 70% chance at Golett, Sigilyph, or Hawlucha, which are way better, not just for right now, but also I think over the course of the whole run, I thought it was worth it. Electric, nah, Cosmic Rays could hit the computer, flip a single bit, and then the catch could fail still, yeah. That's like the old rumors that people were spreading about, like a Master Ball having like a 1 in a million chance to fail. Not fooling me. Alright, we'll just name it Bolt. I don't really know if I'm going to use Electric. The only thing, if it had, I'm pretty sure, is it guaranteed to have Static or Lightning Rod? Let me check. Because there is one thing, I guess, that you could use Electric for later on. Let me go back to the Pokemon Center and see. I forgot how to get to the Pokemon Center. I know it's down to the left-ish. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, heal up. And let me check Electric out. I don't even think, I don't think Mega Magnetric existed in X and Y. I think that's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it has Lightning Rod, so the good thing about that, when a Pokemon with Static or Lightning Rod is in the lead for your party, you do have a 50% chance of forcing an encounter with an Electric-type Pokemon if there is one available there. So, I mean, I guess that would be helpful for later, because there is the chance of getting, like, Magneton, and Magneton's a pretty darn good one. But that happens after, like, the fifth gym, so it's gonna be a while. We're not even at the 3rd gym yet. But anyway. Minus is the hidden ability. Static and Lightning Rods are the 2 main abilities, yeah. And Can you get hidden abilities from horde battles? I forget. Because I'm pretty sure, you know, obviously, like, wild encounters usually don't have their hidden abilities. Like, there's, like, a certain requirement that needs to be met. And I don't know if horde battles actually allow you to find hidden abilities. I can't remember. I don't think they do. Anyway, we're pushing this rock. Who do I have in the lead? Is it Charmeleon? It is. We can keep Charmeleon in the lead. Let me put the XP share on, since no one's even close to the cap at the moment. And let me also put a repel on, so I don't have to worry about encounters from the yellow flowers here. Alright, push this into the hole. Any hidden items here? Oh. Where is it? There we go. A revive, yeah, perfect. Great item for a Nuzlocke. Wait, how do you... Wait, no, wait. Can I... Hold on. Push it to the right. There we go. Then we gotta push it up. Gotcha. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't think the strength puzzles in this game are that hard. Just took me a second to remember what the heck I was supposed to do there. Alright. And I don't remember what this TM is. I don't think it's anything that important, but I just want to get it. Thunder Wave. I mean, it could be relevant. Could be. Alright. Let's head on over. Any other items over here? And look around for the hidden items. There is apparently a hidden item somewhere. Keeps on dinging for like a quarter of a second and then stopping. Alright. X accuracy, sure. Where is it? Right here. Okay. Paralyze heal, and then there's another item probably in that one little patch right up there. Oh, and we get Team Player. Stop right there. I remember you. You're the one who foiled our fossil finding plans. And now you're here standing around these stones. Do you have any idea what they even are? Of course you don't. You don't know anything about the legend of 3,000 years ago that says... Wait, what does it say? Oh, whatever. Who cares about all that? It's time for me to get some sweet revenge with style. What happened? Sorry there. Auto mod was holding that. Horde battles are inappropriate for a Pokemon game. You know what I said. There's a D in there. But yeah, I don't think that hidden abilities show up from horde battles. I can't remember though. Houndour probably has like bite, but I don't think I'm too worried about that. Let's just Dragon Rage it. It does in fact have bite, and that does 15 damage. Not too bad. Dragon Rage definitely can take it out. You should teach Team Flare why the Pokemon Society entrusts the fate of the world to 10-year-olds. Exactly. When will they learn? They keep trying. These evil crime syndicates are just terrible at it. Just leave it to the 10-year-old kids. Alright, Golbat comes out. We'll just go to Steelix here. I mean, I can't fathom that this thing can even do anything to Steelix, so I think I can confuse it. Oh, it can also flinch it with Astonish, but it's going to kill itself by doing that because we have Rocky Helmet on. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Confused Ray is like the only thing it really can do that does any kind of damage to Steelix. Even then, Steelix hitting itself isn't going to do that much. It's got, what, like a 75 attack stat to a 200 defense stat? Not great. Bite, you're doing more damage to yourself than you are to me. Alright, Thumpergate gets a boosted amount of XP, he gets a level 26. And we have beaten Team Flare Grunt. You may have beaten me again, but when I lose I go out in style. Whatever floats your boat, my man. Alright. What the? How could I lose again to a little punk like you? What are you? Some kind of trainer prodigy or something? Yeah, pretty much. I see. Roger that. Gotta love that holocaster. I can get updates on my mission in real time with the stylish device. Whoever thought this thing up must have been one truly stylish individual too. And on that note, it's time for me to scram. With style. Alright, let me get this. Burn heal. Finally ready to take on Blaine. I've got my burn heal. Alright, this is a psychic type trainer, so probably let's just have Snorlax lead. Just wait for him to come over here. I can feel the energy from these stones enhancing my already potent psychic powers. Alright, let's see it. Could you imagine that this area actually allowed it to be like psychic terrain be set up immediately? Oh my gosh. It's still super weird that you would endorse Horde. Oh my gosh. There's no winning. Metatite, it's not going to know anything too crazy at this level. I don't even know if it would know a fighting move, honestly. Let's, I know it's going to have hidden power and confusion. I know that for a fact. Could just go to Steelix. Because again, I don't think it has a fighting move. Or we could even go to like Quilladin. Let's do Quilladin. He's a bulky boy. Secret burn heals just in case a 10-year-old needs to save the world. Or if he gets roasted by verbal flame. Alright, let's use Bulldoze, lower this thing's speed. Really? We're gonna use the text? Sure. Let's replay the turn. And now I think we'll be able to outrun it. Quilladin is not exactly fast, but... Detect again. Can I finally get this KO, please? Thank you. Alright, Meditite's gone. What is the next Pokemon? Quilladin gets to level 26. Love that. Needle Arm. Alright, that is way better than Vine Whip. That's 60 base power 60 base power with a chance to flinch, sorry. And then Curlia with Trace. Let's just go back to Snorlax. Take it out with one Body Slam. Confusion. 9 damage. Body Slam. Probably 100 damage. I can't, or they're immune to crits, but who cares? I think if Lucky Chant lasted like until you swapped out, it might be more usable. But the fact it expires after 5 turns is kind of stupid. Alright, we got another Team Flare Grunt. I don't think we need to heal. I think most of the trainers on this route are actually pretty under-leveled, so we can just keep going. Can't you see we adults are busy? Don't interrupt our work, kid. You're challenged by Team Flare Grunt, so we get Electrike. Alright, well, Electrike, I don't think you're gonna like Bulldoze here. Especially because I can't proc your static with Bulldoze since it doesn't make contact. In Gen 9, it would be more useful because Lucky Champ plus Dragon Cheer would make all move guaranteed KOs. I know Dragon Cheer boosts crit rate. Why would Lucky Chant? What would Lucky Chant cause it to be guaranteed KO? I know Dragon Cheer boosts crit rate, but... Krogunk. Let's go to... Butterfree. Taunt? I got news, Krogunk. I wasn't going to use any non-damaging move this turn. Psybeam is the only move that is the correct answer, so... Goodbye, buddy. I really like Krogunk, but it's very hard to use it, honestly. It's a cool typing, poison fighting. I love how Toxicroak looks, too. There's another trainer for sure. Let's just keep fighting, people. Oh, never mind. This is not a trainer. Any items around here? You inspect the stones. I inspect you. Sir? Or ma'am? I didn't actually look. You're okay. I don't think that's legal. Alright, bulldoze the Gulpin. As a result of my inspection, I can tell that you're stronger than I am. Okay. Get a bunch of money from these people. I think pretty much, if I'm not mistaken, like, the lore is that everyone in Team Flare is supposed to be rich. Because you have to, like, buy your way in. To have a battle at a famous sightseeing spot. Oh, this will make for a great memory. You are challenged by Taurus Tomoko. Sent out Drifloon. I don't have a way to hit this thing with Snorlax. I only have a normal and a ground type move. Both cannot deal damage to Drifloon. So I'm gonna have to swap. Let's go to let's go to Steelix here. We have Rock Tomb, so we can hit on the super effective side. Focus Energy, another thing that can increase crit. Astonish. You're going to do more damage to yourself than you are to me, even with that crit. Here we go. I better not be flinch hacks into oblivion. Alright. Use Gust. That obviously doesn't have a flinch chance. Pretty sure with Focus Energy it's a 50% chance to crit, right? If I'm not mistaken. Why are these grunts so creepy? I don't know. Sandstream. Alright, well, we're gonna swap out because I don't really have too much to hit this thing with. Let's go... Let's try out our newly acquired Needle Arm attack on Quilladin. It's got takedown. 9 damage. And we're going to take more damage from Sandstorm. Alright, Needle Arm should kill. Or at least do a lot. Yeah, it kills. We do have that minus attack nature, so Quilladin isn't hitting as hard as it could be, but... And then we got Pachirisu, we can go back to Steelix. And I think that's the last trainer. I think we're going to be able to get to the next city, Geosinge Town. Nope. Automod is going insano mode right now. Are they trying to make horde battles? They might be. Alright, we're bulldozing. It's gonna use Endure, so it's gonna die from Sandstorm, but... However it happens, it happens. I don't care. Alright. Level 27 for Thumper. And level 27 for Quilladin. Level 26 for Butterfree. It doesn't matter that I lost. I'll treasure this memory forever. Okay, sure. Alright, I think that's the last trainer, right? Yeah, this is the next town. Alright, so now we can go heal up. 1/3 entire route of trainers without healing. That's pretty awesome. Granted, that's probably one of the easier routes in the game to get through all the trainers. Alright, is there any item to get from anyone here? You come to see the big stones with your Pokemon, maybe we'll get lucky and the stones will impart some of their power to your Pokemon. Don't think that's gonna happen. If you have a Pokemon that is pretty slow, give this one a try. TM66 Payback, okay. Payback move doubles in power if it goes off after its target makes a move. And I can't remember what generation it is where, like, because it used to be swapping out still boosted the power of Payback, but in one of the generations, I can't remember which one it was, it changed that no longer happens. It might be Gen 6, I can't remember. These big stones are pretty resistant to weathering, which has made them a symbol of the eternal for many people. Lots of folks even think the stones possess some kind of mysterious power. Oh, they do. Trust me, these rocks actually somehow talk. I already healed. I just healed a second time, didn't I? Eh, whatever. Pretty sure there's no like TM shop here or anything like that, so let's just keep going. Any hidden items anywhere? I see there is a non-hidden item on the left, but we gotta do this. Geosench Town is the Town of Stones. 10 out of 10 dialogue. 10 out of 10 dialogue. Soft Sand, okay. Boost power of ground type moves by 20%. There's really no hidden items here? I like this music though. Pokemon music is always pretty good. Alright, let's head into this hotel here. Sometimes there are items that the NPCs in the hotel give you. Makes me happy when other people like the same Pokemon as me. I get curious about people who like different Pokemon than I do. Hello. Trust me, everyone in this world loves different Pokemon than you do. All my friends, you know, they like how Totodile looks, but it's none of their favorite. I'm traveling the land to learn more about strong trainers. Alright, well. Pretty sure this is just the O-Power guy in the next room, right? Yeah. Mr. Bonding, I think is what his name is. I mean, we can use certain O-Powers. We can use, like, the prize money ones. But anything that's gonna help me, like, you know... I think anything that helps you catch Pokemon should be banned, and anything that obviously, like, increases stats or something should also be banned. But you could use, like, the prize money one. I don't think that's gonna be that much of a problem. For some reason, a Pokemon will not evolve when it holds an Everstone. I have quite a few of them, so I'll share one with you as well. I really think that Everstones should have been fizzled out as soon as Eviolite became a thing. Eviolite, 100%. 100%. When you're holding an Eviolite, it should act as an Everstone, as well as the defensive buff that it gives you. Like, Everstones just shouldn't exist anymore. Can Pokemon and stones have some kind of connection? Think about it. Some Pokemon even evolve when exposed to a Fire Stone or Water Stone. Some of them are Rock type. I hear the history of this area goes back to ancient times. You can probably get the details from the guide in the hotel. I don't really care about that. I love Shaman Landform, which I'm sure is not super popular, but I'll die on that line. I like Shaman. The Skyform, obviously, it is better, like, competitively, but I do like the Landform more than the Skyform. I will agree with you there. Shaman's probably not close to, like, my top... I wouldn't even say it's, like, in, like, the top 200, but it's still a good one. Skyform is ugly. I don't really like Skyform. Yeah. There are plenty of Pokemon that design-wise look worse than it. But yeah, I think Landform looks a lot better. I like the little pink flower it has on its head. Like, just the fact that it's very simplistic, right? You know, it's a hedgehog. It looks like a Chia Pet. Like, a Chia Pet version of a hedgehog. Someone wandering for 3,000 years trying to find a Pokemon. I've heard a story about a man like that, but you can't believe everything you hear. Oh. Yeah, there's just a casual, you know, vampire man who's lived for multiple thousands of years. But we'll get there later. Shoo shaman. Yeah. Chia, yeah. Hear this, Pipsqueak. Team Flare is going to use the stones on Route 10 and make and a fantastic treasure to make everyone on our team happy. In this world, the ones who have power are the ones who will win with Flare. Ooga, was someone from Team Flare here just now? Yep. He said he was here, but he isn't anymore, is he? There's only a dead end up ahead. I wonder where that Team Flare guy went. How do you know it's a dead end if you... Isn't this the first time we've been in this town? What happened? Okay, so now if we try to leave out the east exit, we're going to be forced into a Pokemon battle with Karina, which is going to be a gym leader we're going to fight later on. Literally, just like probably an hour and a half away from doing that. But right now we're going to fight them, and they have 2 Lucario, which actually do know Swords Dance. They can set up on you and deal some decent damage. So, just to be safe, we're going to promote Magikarp to the team, and we're going to level this guy up so that he can evolve into Gyarados. So, for now, what do we have fighting up ahead? Hold on. I think I might just take off, like, Floette for now. Just for now. And we'll update the team in just a second. Let me just do this really quick. Carp Jr., we're gonna get you up. Let's get everyone on the team to 27 right now. I should have had the experience share on earlier. I forgot to turn it on. Fought like 4 trainers without using it. Carp Jr. is evolving, and while that's happening, let me go ahead and... Where is it? Alright, Floette. We're replacing you with Gyarados. Perfect. Your Carp Jr. evolved into Gyarados, and I think it learns Bites. It does. .3. Does it learn another? It learns Dragon Rage, sure. Why not? Leer, I don't really care about. We'll give up on that. Alright, 27 for Charmeleon. Oops. And then for Butterfree. Alright, everyone is at level 27 at the moment. I'm going to have Gyarados be in the lead slot here. And I'm going to teach it new moves as well. Definitely want to give it Bulldoze. Just a very solid coverage move for it to have. And we'll get rid of Splash in a heartbeat. I might also give it Return as well. 102 base power is definitely going to make it better than Tackle. Of course, that's when it's at like max power, but still. Alright, very good. Let's list the moves like this. There we go. Okay. And why not put that Soft Sand on Gyarados for now, since we're going to be using it in this next battle. Okay. I'm going to save the game. And let's go ahead and do this fight. Lucario, what are you doing? Hey, you're that trainer from Route 5. Oh, woof. I'm not exactly sure, but I think Lucario is saying he wants to battle with you. Would you battle with us? So, I have 2 Lucario. But do you know which is the one that has taken a shine to you? Probably the one on the right. Oh, I guess it's not going to reveal it. Okay. You're challenged by Leader Karina. Send out Lucario. Intimidate. I'm pretty sure it only knows physical moves. I think the move set, if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure it's the same Lucario that she uses at the top of the tower later on. I think it's like Power Punch, Metal Sound, Bone Rush, and Swords. So, no counter to worry about. I know that Lucario can learn counter via level up. I guess we'll just Bulldoze in that case. Power Up Punch. And with that speed drop, I hopefully outspeed and take you out on this next turn. Yep. And we'll do the same thing with the other Lucario. Makes sense to me. Power Up Punch again. I'm pretty sure that's the only move they have to hit with is Power Up Punch. Oh no, they have Feint. Okay, never mind. Pretty sure when you fight them on top of the tower, they don't know that. So maybe they have Feint over Metal Sound or Feint over Swords. I don't know. Either way, doesn't matter. We're good. What? Not even my ultra powerful Lucario duo could stand up to you? Would appear not. Yeah, I'm actually curious what moves they had. Look it up. Okay, so they don't have Bone Rush. They don't have Bone Rush. They both have Swords Dance, Power Up Punch, Metal Sound, and Feint for this fight. But then when you fight them at the top of the tower, then Bone Rush replaces Feint. Okay. Sure. Didn't know that. Alright. Alright, once you get past the cave just beyond here, you'll be there. So stop by and say hello, yeah. We will do that. Let me go heal really quick. I know we didn't take too much damage, but might as well. Alright, and now we're going to head over to Route 11. So here, there's a guy who wants to fight us right away. But for here, looking at the encounter table, one second. So for Route 11, there are a fair amount of interesting Pokemon you can get from the grass. There's like Hariyama, Staravia, Throh, Nidorino. Those are all pretty solid Pokemon. There's also like Chingling, Stunky, and Dedenne, which aren't terrible, but I definitely think they're weaker than the other Pokemon that are here. However, there's a better way that I want to go about getting an encounter from here. And that's by using honey so that we can force a horde battle. So how I have the rules written is that if the first encounter of the route is a horde battle, you can pick whichever one you want. As long as, of course, you know, the last one you take out is the one that's, you know, the only one that you can catch. Because you can't throw a Pokeball at all 5 of them. You have to throw a Pokeball at just one when there's one Pokemon left. So, yeah. You do have to take everything else out, fair and square, leave one left, and then catch it. And if we do the horde battle, I'm not 100% sure what the chances are. I saw that, at least on Bulbapedia, it said like it was a 60% chance of being Nidoran. And that is the Pokemon I really want to get here. I really want to get Nidoran. I think it's going to be a fantastic Pokemon for a couple of upcoming gym fights. So I would love to get it here. And even if we don't get Nidoran, we can still get Starly or Stunky, which, you know, again, Starly would be pretty solid, but Stunky, you know, meh. It's a cool typing, Poison Dark. Alright, well, before we do that, let me... Is this guy a trainer? I don't even know if this guy right here is a trainer. Do you like smooth stones? I think they're neat. Alright, sure. So he's not a trainer. We got a psychic type trainer up ahead. We'll go ahead and put Snorlax in the lead. I use everything I have as a source of my power. My body, my spirit, and my emotions. Alright, Psychic Emmanuel sent out Solosis. And we'll go ahead and just instantly delete this guy with Body Slam. One of the very few Pokemon that's actually slower than Snorlax. Alright, and what is your next Pokemon going to be? Slam, I don't really care about. We'll give up on that. Sigilif. One of the Pokemon I would have loved to get from the previous route, Route 10, but we didn't. The Psychic Flying typing, and it's actually pretty good. Like, has great speed, special attack, decent bulk. Lot to love about it. Gonna hit me with Psybeam. Now, thankfully, Snorlax has a fair amount of special defense, so we can take these hits very easily. And Body Slam, pretty much. It was slow. It probably is using Whirlwind if it's slower. Yeah, Body Slam is just gonna do too much. It is so goddamn good. Snorlax having an 85 power stab option. Peak. You and your Pokemon were far more powerful than I could have ever imagined. Okay. Pick up this item right here. Citrus Berry. Very good. And now let's have do I want Butterfree in the lead? I don't know if I do. Might honestly be best, because if we're going up against, like, we're hoping to get Nidoran, right? And the Nidorans might know double kick, but I still think Steelix is fine to have as a lead for that. Yeah, I'm gonna go Steelix lead. And let's see what we get. We're, again, hoping for Nidoran. There is a chance you get Starly. There's a chance you get Stunky, though. And I don't know what the odds are. Where do I have Honey? There we go. Alright. You can just use Honey anywhere on the route, and you get an encounter. There doesn't seem to be anything here. Do I have to be closer to the grass or in the grass to get it? Maybe that is actually true. I thought you could just be standing out in the open, but... Okay. Now I'm standing in the grass. Can we get an encounter now? There we go. Now we get an encounter, and it is a... Horde of Nidoran. Look at this. My game lagged there for a little while. Holy crap. Alright, we have 4 Nidoran males and a Nidoran female. Now, obviously, it really is kind of personal preference whether you want male or female, but male does have 10 more attack points, or attack base stat, than Nidoran female. Or I should say Nidoking. Sorry, Nidoking versus Nidoqueen. Nidoking has 10 more attack, and I believe Nidoqueen has 10 more defense. Checking it right now. 10 more attack and 10 more special attack versus 10 defense, 10 special defense. So it's whether you want it to be a little bit more bulky or a little bit more powerful. And for sure, I would rather have more power. Because honestly, Nidoking's bulk is still good. But that extra little bit of power will help him hit ranges that Nidoqueen would not. So let's just be very careful about this. Take him out one at a time. Oh, you know what? I should be also looking for rivalry. I don't want rivalry. If I can avoid rivalry, I would like to do that. My Steelix is a female. So let's start by taking out the Nidoran female. Start by taking that one out, because we're not going to get the Nidoran female. Double kick. Let's see how much damage this does. Four damage with double kick. Okay. Use focus energy. Leer. That's gonna ruin this whole thing of checking for who has rivalry. I'm trying to figure out which one has rivalry. I'm doing my best to figure this out. Let's swap into like, I don't know. If I go to Gyarados, it's going to get Intimidate off. That's the only thing. I'll swap to Gyarados. I'm trying to figure out which one has Poison Point, because I would much prefer that over Rivalry. Now we gotta watch everyone's attack fall, one by one. Tragic times. Leer. Double kick. I don't even know who used it. Was it the... I don't know who's even attacking. That's the one all the way on the right. I'm gonna go back to Steelix. I need you guys to hit me. I need there to be like a clear discrepancy in damage numbers. Pack, that's only gonna do one every time. You need to use double kick. That was a crit? Okay, that was a crit. So 4 damage with a crit. Okay. Another one's using Focus Energy. Focus Energy will kind of help. That will help with figuring out who has what. Because if I can just keep going to Gyarados and lowering their attack, but if they crit, they bypass that. So far, I've seen the second one crit and do 4 damage with double kick. That crit only did 1 damage. But that was to Gyarados. I'm trying to figure this out. 5 damage with a crit from Peck sounds pretty darn good. That was the one all the way on the right. The one all the way on the right seems to be something I kind of like. 5 damage with Peck against Gyarados. Pretty darn good. Because if double kick did 4 with a crit, and that's super effective, that's 60 base power effectively, right? And then Peck's 35. Gyarados has, like, I don't know, maybe 40% of the defense that Steelix has. I'm trying to figure out which one of these guys has freaking Poison Point. It's tough. The one on the left is about to kill itself. I'm thinking either the one on the right or the second one from the left. Either way, we can take out this guy on the left. I don't think that this one is... I think that might be like the most likely to have rivalry. So we're in the move Rest. Yeah, we can teach that over Amnesia, why not? Why not? Snore, we're not gonna learn. Keep old moves. Yes. Alright, everyone has focus energy up too, so they got a 50% chance to crit. Peck is not gonna help with me figuring out who has what. So far, I lean towards the one all the way on the right as, like, the best chance to have, Poison Point. They could all have Rivalry, too, and that would really suck. That did 8. Middle one did 8 with Peck. Okay. The middle one did 8 with Peck. Didn't the one on the right do... Well, but I had Leer up, so again, it's hard to test. Did not crit. It's always going to do 1 damage, even if it does crit. I'm trying my best to figure out which one of these has it, but I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I need them all 3 to attack in the same turn, and then see like a clear discrepancy in the damage numbers that they do. But with them being so low level, it's hard to pull it off. And when they keep using Leer, it throws everything off. You already have focus energy up, my man. Both of you do. Okay, go to Quilladin. Let him take some hits. He's also a male, so maybe that'll help. Three with a crit from the one on the left. Okay. So he did 3 with a crit to Quilladin. And he did, I'm pretty sure the one on the left also did 4 with a crit to Steelix with double kick. Damage numbers are pretty close. To what you would expect. I don't know. Gotta Gyarados again? I'm gonna keep doing this, you know, as much as I can until I have to make a decision. Three damage with a crit. Okay. Didn't the one on the right do... No, one of them did 5 damage with a crit using Peck on Gyarados. So the left one has to have Rivalry. Left one has to have Rivalry, because that damage, either that's the lowest roll possible. Yeah, I think this one's out. Alright, we've narrowed it down to 2. Four with a crit with Leer up. Peck. We're gonna just keep on swapping. These both might have Poison Point. I would not be surprised if both of these guys have Poison Point. Peck. 4 damage with a crit? No, that wasn't even a crit. Really? The one on the right just crit and did 3. The one on the left didn't crit and did 4. Okay. I really think the one on the right is a safe bet, but I need it to attack again so I can see the damage numbers. And again, it would really help if they both click the same move and crit in the same turn. They have focus energy up, so it's possible. Two damage, no crit. Can you not? I need you both to attack in the same turn. It would help so much if you did. Trying to make the most logical choice here. 5 with a crit. That's 5 with a crit. The one on the left did 3, right? And that one's, you know, that was the last one I just took out. The last one I took out did 3, and that one just did 5. And yes, we're doing more horde battles there, Doctor. To allow the message, yeah. All right. I like how it says it's Automod says it's held for misogyny, and I keep on trying to allow it to go through, but it's not doing it. Anyway, I think the one on the left is safe because either it has an insane attack stat or it doesn't have rivalry and it's just consistent damage. Because with Gyarados being female, rivalry should make its attack lower. But it just did 5 damage. The one on the left did 3. That was no Leer up either. Like, I'm gonna keep on swapping around and we'll see. But I think the one on the left just kind of proved something to me by doing that. Either he has insane attack or he has poison point. Because realistically at this level, like, you know, a damage roll should only be like, you know, off by 1. And that was 2 higher. See, now I have Leer up, so this is going to ruin the equation. That was a crit, though, with Leer, and that did 3. Okay, now. Now, 100%, the one on the left has to be safe. One on the left has to be safe. Okay, we're going to use Return on the one on the right. Don't mess this up. Alright. This one in the middle has to have it. If this doesn't have poison point, then it has cracked attack. There's no other explanation. Because that was with Leer up. With Leer up, it did 3 damage. Alright, Nest Ball. Not mess around, let's just throw it here. This has to be poison point. Or it just gotta be insane attack. Like plus attack with 31 IVs or some shit. Either way, I'll take it. Nidoran male was caught. Alright. Let me write down that we got this as our encounter too. Nidoran male. Alright. Its large ears are flap like wings when it is listening to distant sounds. It extends toxic barbs when angered. What should we call this? Name fitting of a king. Henry. Alright. Now let me go back to the Pokemon Center and we'll see if we're right. Was it rivalry? Was it poison point? Was it a plus attack nature? What are we looking at? Heal up first. I don't know if I'm going to put Nidoran on right away, but we will definitely be using that sooner rather than later. Alright, let's check the ability first. Hustle. Oh, it can have its hidden ability then. Oh, really? Alright. It was Hustle. That's why it was doing so much damage. And it does have a plus attack nature too. Okay, Hustle is kind of weird. Because I kind of wanted to avoid rivalry for the whole, like, you know, variance and damage. Hustle makes it so that now my moves have a 20% chance to miss. You can rectify that by using Hone Claws. Hone Claws, everyone can learn, or at least Nidoran can learn, and it boosts attack and accuracy. So just by using it once, as long as you're using moves that have like a minimum of 90 accuracy, you should always hit. So I think that's fine that it got Hustle, and Hustle's gonna let it do some massive damage, let me tell you. I think I'm fine with that. I'm good with it. Let me put Nidoran on just for a second. I'm gonna take it off. I just want to really quick do a couple things. I want to teach it. It can't learn Bulldoze until it's Nidoking, I'm pretty sure. But I definitely want to teach it Hone Claws at the very least. That it is going to need if it's going to run Hustle as its ability. That makes so much more sense. It also has a minus defense nature, which I don't think is that big of a deal, but worth noting. Could teach a return for now too. It's gonna get new moves to replace it though. And I don't remember when you get a Moonstone, but I don't think it's too far in the future that you do. We'll get we'll replace Leer with this. Okay. So yeah, we'll put Nidoran on the team later. Right now, I think we'll be okay. Let me check when you get a Moonstone. That would be good information to look up. This will be my first time ever using a Hustle Nidoran. This is interesting. Alright, Moonstone. In XY. Oh, it says we should be able to find one in Reflection Cave, which is the next area that we'll be in. Okay. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Okay. Oh, I need to put Nidoran back for Quilladin. I would like to have Quilladin back. Although Nidoran would kind of help for some of the fights that are coming up in Reflection Cave. There are a lot of fighting type trainers in the cave. That is true. We could slap Nidoran on for now. We could take Charmeleon off for a little while. I don't think Charmeleon's going to be too helpful. Probably going to be some rock types as well since it's a cave. Now watch out for those hiker trainers. Alright, so Nidoran, you'll be on the team. I'm going to level him up a bit to go with the rest of the team. Let me just double check. There's no like move that I'm missing out on. Because obviously Nidoking and Nidorino are going to have a little bit variance to their moveset. Nidoking being a stone evolution, it doesn't get a lot of moves via level up. Let's see. Nidorino. Really the only thing is like Toxic Spikes at 35, but I don't really think that's that big of a deal. You get Poison Jab at 43 with Nidorino, but I'm pretty sure that's a TM we can buy. Yeah, I think we're fine to just... There's no real move I'm missing out on that I'm that worried about. Yeah, we're just gonna level up then. Poison Sting, I don't care. Like that's barely any base power. It's like 15. Hi, hello, how are you, Fletcher? Happy to see you are back and ready to catch Pokemon. What do you have planned for this weekend? Gonna stay in or do... I just say that and I will secret fight crime. Oh, like secretly fight crime as a hero. No, that ain't gonna happen. Definitely gonna be staying in. Probably the new chapter of Deltarune. Probably gonna be playing that in my off time. If you did a card pull live on stream and an official Pokemon card of your Flatra OC was in there, would you be confused? I think it would be pretty neat, but definitely mysterious. I would be very confused. How did someone find that image? Why was it in a Pokemon pack? And am I getting royalties? That would be very confusing. Alright, Nidoran. Let me also update the team while I'm doing this. So, we just took off Charmeleon. Charmeleon will be back. I just think for a little while it's not really going to be too needed right now. So we now have Nidorino. Alright, we're just leveling him up to the level of the rest of the team. So I'll probably get him to like 27. Fury attack, no. I don't know how far into Reflection Cave we have to get the Moonstone, but whenever we do get it, we'll probably just evolve Nidorino right away. Okay. Because I think there's also a double battle on this next route that is kind of tough. I'm pretty sure it's like a Mr. Mime and a Machoke. I think that's what it is. Could run Gyarados plus Butterfree. Gyarados has Intimidate. Butterfree has Sleep Powder. And they both have really decent special defense. Yeah, let me hold on, let me put let me get Butterfree up to 28. Silverwind, okay, we'll take that. It's a good move. Take that over Venoshock, I guess. And then let's check our berries really quick. We have a Persianberry, right? Just in case I get confused by Psybeam. Probably be a good idea. Okay. That's good. .54 speed. I don't know if that's going to be fast enough to outrun Mr. Mime, even if we do have a little bit of a level advantage. You should do the next Pokemon game, but you should use all the worst Pokemon in that game, maybe the worst moves too, but you might pass away before ever finishing. If I'm allowed to like level up to level 100, we'd be fine, or use items, we'd be okay. Otherwise, if it's like a Nuzlocke, oh, we're cooked. There's no way. Did you see the Pikachu Detective movie? I saw it in theaters, and a little kid was excited, but when the very little kid saw the Pokemon and they looked scary, he shrieked the entire time. His parents took him out. Feel bad. Maybe when he is adult, he will not be so scared. I never saw the Detective Pikachu movie, but I do have a friend who did see it. They really liked Ludicolo, his cameo appearance in there. I do like the more realistic Pokemon designs were very interesting. To this day, I still don't really know what it's about, you know, other than of course Pikachu being a detective, but that's about it. And he for some reason talks. Forget who his voice actor was, but yeah. I've never seen it though. Were there any children movies that scared me? Probably. I can't really think of any off the top of my head. I remember I used to be scared of the intro to Malcolm in the Middle, because there was one like Ooga Booga creature that appeared on the screen for like about a second and a half, 2 seconds. That was when I was really young. I do remember that. Alright, we got a trainer up here, I think. Yeah, it's a fighting type trainer. We can stick with Gyarados in the lead slot. Put a repel on, though. I think there's also a tree I can cut, and there's a TM behind it. So we'll probably have to do that. I just want to clear out the trainers first. A Battle Girl's power comes from her belt, you know. Does it now? You're challenged by Battle Girl Gerardine? Okay. I don't know if I've ever heard that name. Alright, me and Fu. We'll just go bulldoze. I thought it might outspeed me. Apparently does not. Alright, and then probably return will take it. Heck yeah. Kid probably got scared because he didn't have a milk balloon in the theater. Nothing helps to calm your nerve like a milk balloon. Did you ever have a favorite theater snack or ritual? I mean, I think I'm just like a standard, like, you know, popcorn kind of person. That's about it. I don't really care about, like, you know, any like candy or like you know, chips or anything like that. I'll just do popcorn. Very simple person. God dang it. I was hoping I had a potion on me. I want to be at full health if I'm going to do this double battle, because I don't like this fight coming up. It might not be as hard as I'm remembering. I'm pretty sure they are just going to have, like, we'll just use repel. But I'm pretty sure they are just going to have level up moves on them, so it's nothing like too scary. But I overthink everything. If you've watched me do any of these Pokemon Nuzlockes, you know I overthink the heck about, like, what if I get crit 85 times in a row? Sure, mathematically it's almost impossible, but theoretically it's still possible. Alright. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go in with Gyarados and Butterfree here. I think the goal is to put Machoke to sleep and try. I guess we could do Bulldoze to lower the speed stat of Mr. Mime. That would probably allow us to outspeed and then take it out with Return the next turn. That might be a better idea. Yeah, let's try that. Hollow clip received. Hello there, looks like you're almost made it to Shalor City. I don't know how to pronounce it, by the way. If I'm mispronouncing it, I'm sorry. That's fantastic. It looks like your journey with your Pokemon around the Kalos region is going swimmingly. I want to tell you about a person in Shalor who knows a great deal about Mega Evolution. People call him the Mega Evolution Guru. I've told everyone else about him, so if you have a second, you should give him a visit. Sure thing. But first... Raha Haya! Behold the results of my training. Haya Ichi ni San! Probably means something in Japanese, hopefully nothing bad. All my training was for this match. Alright. Intimidate's gonna lower Machoke's attack. Really doesn't matter, that's lowering Mr. Mime's attack. Does nothing for me. Alright, yeah, we'll go Bulldoze here to lower the speed of everybody. Mainly Mr. Mime. And then we'll go Sleep Powder to shut Machoke down for a little while. I think it has Seismic Toss, and I definitely don't want to be hit by that. We have... Oh, we actually outsped Mr. Mime. Well, that is what it is. We have Persian Berry if Psybeam confuses me. It did not, though. And we get the Sleep Powder off on Machoke. So that thing's out of commission for Another, well, it could wake up next turn, so. We'll go return on Mr. Mime, and then I'm going to swap Butterfree, I guess, for... Let's go Nidorino. I'm pretty sure it only knows fighting moves, so I think Butterfree would be fine, especially because Seismic Toss doesn't kill. But let's just be smart about it. You know, Return's going to kill Mr. Mime here. And now Nidorino's on the field. I didn't say it, but I made sure to get everyone's friendship up before I started the stream here. Everyone's friendship is practically at max right now, including the Magikarp I caught last stream. So that's why I knew Return was going to kill. Because I know, obviously, when you catch a Pokemon, like, their friendship starts at, like, you know, 70 or so, right? Now, I didn't do that for Nidorino here, so Nidorino's return's gonna do not that much, probably. Peck might be our best option, then. And with that hustle damage boost, we take it out. Alright, yeah, that wasn't as scary as I thought it would be. It's going to be okay. Don't cry. We did our best. We get 2,900 bucks. All right. 1 second. Just want to check something really quick. Okay. Did you ever do milk balloons? I don't think I met anybody that would do a milk balloon, but I bet if I were a kid, you would have liked it. A milk balloon is you put milk in a balloon. It's good to sneak into a theater because it can be in a small or big balloon because it's liquid. My family would drop me off at the movies and I'd take them in and untie and drink them while eating buttery popcorn. I could stay in the theater an hour before and put a frozen milk balloon in the back of the theater and grab it later. We didn't do that, but my grandmother was very creative at sneaking snacks into the movie theater. Extremely creative. You know? She would keep, like, all sorts of stuff in her purse or in her jacket pockets, you know, basically smuggling things into the theater. I don't really think anyone actually truly cared. But yeah, she was an expert at it. Even, like, going to, like, sporting events, we would somehow sneak, you know, foil wrapped like hot dogs in, or she would. I shouldn't say we would. I'm not gonna link myself as an accomplice to this. But yeah, she was very good at that kind of stuff. Let me get someone with the cut HM on so I can get that 1 TM as well. Alright. Who has caught... Is it the Zigzagoon? Yes, I did. Cool. Alright, just for now, we'll put Quilladin away. I'm not going to update the team because we're going to just come right back and grab him. I just wanted to have Zigzagoon for a little bit just so we can get this this TM. Try to avoid the grass because I don't have Repel up. We probably will end up getting an encounter though, if I had to guess. And we get Rock Polish. TM69 though, nice. Yeah, Rock Polish probably won't really come into play too much. Not too many Pokemon can learn it, and speed boosting moves are... I don't know. It's better to have, like, you know, a move like Dragon Dance, which not only boosts speed, but it also boosts attack as well, right? Just boosting speed by itself, kind of sometimes tough to justify a move slot for that, but it has its uses sometimes. Anyway, Quilladin, you're back on the team. Oh, Our grandmas would be friends. My grandma would sneak in a Thanksgiving dinner if she wanted. She only got caught one time and she faked the heart attack and the ambulance actually came. She wouldn't be caught. Hopefully didn't have to... Well, it depends on where you live, obviously. If you live in the United States, getting an ambulance called would cost you a hefty amount of money. But rest of the world would probably be okay. Alright. We go ahead and use a repel. I also should be looking for hidden items that might be on this route as well. Probably stuff that I missed. Got this thing, hyper potion, sure. Healing items are always solid. We can't use them in battle, but we can use them out of battle to prevent having to walk all the way back to a Pokemon Center all the time. Thunderstone. Don't know if we have anybody who currently evolves via Thunderstone, but I'll take it. Is there anything back this way with the item finder? Doesn't look like it. Okay, just wanted to check. Wasn't sure. Okay. Reflection Cave. So this is another new encounter, and before we do anything, we want to make sure that in the lead slot we have something that can deal with Wobbuffet, because that is one of the more annoying Pokemon to run into here. So I think I'm going to lead with Quilladin for a little while. I also might... Well... Do I want to turn Expedier off? Maybe in a little bit. Right now we'll keep it on. It's fine. Let me look at my notes I wrote down here. So now we're in Reflection Cave, right? Okay. Hold on. 1 second. I gotta look stuff up. Hold on. Don't worry about that. That's not your computer. That's mine. Just trying to look stuff up really quick. Oh my god. Hold on. Getting all the errors here. Okay. Reflection Cave, right? That's what it's called, okay. Okay. All right. So I was just looking up because I remembered there was a Hawlucha trainer. There's a trainer that uses a Hawlucha in here, and they have a custom moveset, which I wanted to point out in my notes. It's Aerial Ace, Karate Chop, and Rock Tomb. Just had to check that. Because I knew it had a custom moveset, I couldn't remember what the moveset was, but yeah. That is not what it learns via level up. I mean, it does learn, technically it does learn, like, Karate Chop, not Aerial Ace, though. I think Wing Attack's the one it learns, but yeah, it does not learn Rock Tomb. I don't believe it learns Aerial Ace via level up. Anyway, let's see what our encounter is. Just walk around. We get Chingling. Okay, sure. Sure. Alright, Reflection Cave. Chingling. I don't really think there were too many great Pokemon to get here. But yeah, we'll take it. Why not? What is Chingling gonna know at this level? Confusion, Astonish, Growl, and Wrap. It looks like. Or actually, no, wait. No. Uproar, Confusion, Astonish, and Growl. That's what it should know. Okay. So no trapping moves, basically, to worry about. I think we'll just start throwing some nest balls at it. We can even throw the dust balls because we're in a cave, too. Both of them are fine. Confusion, how much is this going to do? 12, that's fine. Uproar might be its strongest move to hit me with, because that's 90 base power, but that should be okay. Once she was gonna sneak in milk balloons for me and left her purse with them outside, and they popped from the heat, and she also had candy in her purse, and it smelled so bad. But she brought it to the movies, and people complained they didn't like her there. But you have to love your grandma eater. She tells you no more milk balloons. It makes you sneak in licorice in your boxes. Oh my gosh. It is some crazy stuff that old people will do. The absolute buffoonery that they will pull you into. Chingling, why are we being a hater? Crit me. Let me go to Butterfree and I'll try to put it to sleep. $11 damage. Oh. Duh. It used Uproar. I can't put it to sleep. I have to wait for it to calm down. What terrible timing for it to use Uproar. The second I swap the Butterfree. So I just gotta wait for it to calm down. There we go. Now I can put it to sleep, and then we can increase the catch rate by a little bit. And hopefully this will be enough to actually catch it, because I don't know why we're not catching Chingling with a nest ball. With it being level 21, it should have a pretty good chance of getting it. But yeah, I can use Dusk Balls too. They also have higher catch rates because we're in a cave. But we won't need to because we caught it with an S-Ball. Chingling was caught. Did I write down any other like problematic trainer for this area? Okay. There is another person who has a custom moveset. It's a trainer that uses a Sawk. I think it's just Sawk by itself. Apparently it has, I think, Retaliate, Brick Break, and Bulldoze or something. Maybe not Brick Break, but I just wrote down it has a normal, fighting, and a ground move. I didn't write down what it was. Anyway, there's an orb inside its mouth. When it hops, the orb bounces all over and makes a ringing sound. You have a nickname to the caught Chingling? Well, it's a female. Let's name it Belle. Makes sense to me. Alright, can I use items to heal instead of going back to the Pokemon Center? Soda Pop sounds good to me. Okay. And then also let me pull this up really quick. Oh! Hold on. OBS was saying bad things were happening for a second. I'm giving it some time. Is that okay? I'm Making sure everything looks fine still. I think it's fine. Okay, I think it just had a weird lag spike out of nowhere. All right, we're okay. All right. I don't know if I want to leave with Quilladin. I think with there being like a lot of like fighting types, it might be better to just have Gyarados in general, or even Butterfree. We'll do Gyarados. Let's leave with Gyarados. To tell you, oh, actually, wait, I can't. Well, do I have Repel on? I don't know. To tell you the truth, I'm thinking of never leaving this place. Challenged by Backpacker Lane. If I have Repel on, we'll be fine. I just don't want to run into Wobbuffet with Gyarados out. That would not be good. Then we would have to hope for either flinches or for it to not use counter or Destiny Bond. Let's use return. Good damage. Sand attack. Please just hit through the accuracy debuff. That would be the best thing. Thank you. Alright, Gyarados takes out Linoon. Level 29. Twister, nope. We're not a special attacker. That's not gonna happen. We get Butterfree to level 29 as well. Tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if this place is real. Okay. We living in the Matrix or something? What happened? Alright, I don't think I have Repels on, so let me put Repels on so I don't have to worry about running into Wobbuffet. Yeah, that would be a good idea. I don't think it's too crazy a chance to run into Wobbuffet. From what I'm seeing, it looks like it's just 10%. But I don't want to risk anything happening. Wobbuffet, if you don't know, Wobbuffet has a lot of HP, and it's basically just a complete troll set. It has a Shadow Tag, which traps you in, and as long as you're not a Ghost-type Pokemon. Ghost types can't be trapped, but if you're a non-Ghost type Pokemon, you're trapped in, and it knows Counter, Mirror Coat, and Destiny Bond as its main three, like, you know, holy trinity of moves that can just completely ruin your run. If you hit it with a physical attack and it uses Counter, you're pretty much going to be dead, right? And if it uses Destiny Bond and you only have attacking moves like my Gyarados does, well, that's not good either. So having a Repel on is an easy way to prevent Wobbuffet from coming in and ruining your run. Anything up here? There's an item there. Another Nest Ball, sure. We used like 8 trying to catch Chingling, so I'll take it. There are encounters like here, where there's like, you know, dust falling from the ceiling. Those can never be Wobbuffet, so we don't have to worry about that. It's just the encounters that happen naturally in the cave. Alright, let's fight this person. Hello. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the strongest of them all? I don't know if it's gonna be you. You don't look that jacked. But we got Throw. Okay, so this is the trainer that has Throw and Hawlucha then. Alright. So I should be fine against Throw. I'm just gonna use Dragon Rage. Because I think this thing just has, like, fighting moves really exclusively. Maybe it knows something else, but I don't think it's something it would use against Gyarados. Maybe, like, Bulldoze or something. But this next Pokemon... Hawlucha. Like I said, it has Aerial Ace, Karate Chop, and Rock Tomb. So it's got a fair amount of coverage, and it's a very strong Pokemon, even though it is a little bit lower level than the rest of my team. So Even though Steelix is weak to fighting, I still think Steelix is the correct answer to go to. Hawlucha is really fast, so Gyro Ball should do a lot of damage, and even Karate Chop, if it decides to use that, shouldn't do that much. We do have Rocky Helmet as well to deal some chip damage to it. Yeah, Gyro Ball I think is going to be better than Strength here. It did 18 with Karate Chop. And Gyro Ball does a little bit over half. So we're good. Alright. And I love how Gyro Ball looks, by the way. Gyro Ball with Steelix looks fantastic. Absolutely incredible. So you're the strongest trainer. Well, I don't think that's determined just yet. I think we got a fair amount more to go before we can crown ourselves like that. Okay. Keep going. Another trainer over there. I think there's an item down here, right? Yeah, there is. There's also a Pokemon down here too. I wrote down that I got Chingling as my encounter. Yeah, I did. Okay. Just making sure. Yeah, I think the Pokemon that fall from the ceiling here are like pretty much just Woobat and Ferroseed. Maybe there's other Pokemon, but those are the two that I can think of off the top of my head. There's the Moonstone. Awesome. And we don't have to waste any time. Let's just go straight to that, and let's use it to evolve Nidorino and a Nidoking. Alright, and then let me go ahead and swap the image out once it's official. Nidorino has evolved into Nidoking. And now he gains the ground typing. And with that, we can teach it Bulldoze, which is a very solid move. 60 base power, stab, lower speed. Very reliable move. Yeah, we can just get rid of Peck, I think. Peck's not going to do much for me. Eventually, we'll teach it Poison Jab as well. I think you get that from the Pokemon City, Pokemon Center in the next city. Yeah, for now we'll put it like that. Oh, so we no longer have to worry about Hustle, everybody. I completely forgot. Yeah, Nidoking doesn't have Hustle for his hidden ability. That's just Nidoran and Nidorino. Sheer Force is Nidoking's hidden ability, and that's really darn good. If we get Life Orb, I don't know if you do. I don't remember if you get a Life Orb in X and Y, but if you do, that is incredible. That is an incredible ability, yeah. This is kind of why Nidoking has been so relevant in competitive play for a while now, is because of sheer force. I think it's primarily used as a special attacker in competitive play, and with moves like Earth Power and Sludge Bomb, which, you know, are pretty high base power, Earth Power being 90, Sludge Bomb being 90, and having their secondary effect removed, but in exchange for that 33% extra damage buff, and especially it stacks with Life Orb, it's crazy. Yeah, Nidoking, this is incredible. This is incredible. I don't know what the chance of a Pokemon having their hidden ability is in a Horde battle, but the fact that it happened it's beautiful. This is one of the greatest Nidokings I've ever gotten to use in any Nuzlocke ever. It's rare that you get to use a hidden ability in a Nuzlocke, but here we are. Alright. Got this trainer. I don't know. I think they're like an ace trainer class, so I don't know what they're gonna have. I think let's just stick with Gyarados in the lead slot. I think it'll be fun. Ace trainer? I don't know about all that. I just love Pokemon. Alright, cool. Well, as long as you're not tryharding. Ace trainer Monique. Doduo. Alright, not too bad for Gyarados here. Get Intimidate off, and we can get some serious damage in. Just use Return, I guess. Nice, we got the kill. Alright. And what's next? We got a Helioptile. Alright, that's an electric type. I honestly might be able to kill this thing in one hit, but why risk anything? Let's just swap. We have 2 ground types on the team. Let me go to my newly acquired one. The first battle for our absolute unit, Nidoking. Does not affect. And Bulldoze is going to have that power increased by sheer force. No longer does it drop speed, but it gets a 33% power boost, so that's not too bad of a compromise. And then we've got Granville. If only I had Poison Jab. Unfortunately, I don't. I'll just swap to Steelix. Steelix is already at level 30, but it is the fighting type gym, so I don't really think Steelix is going to have too much value in the gym itself. But yeah, Steelix, I do need to make sure it doesn't, like, over level. So we might want to turn that experience share off once it gets, like, 31. Oh yeah, Gyro Ball is based off of speed stats. Of course it's going to do no damage. I should use Bulldoze. Also, we have Charm up on us, so that's even worse. It's doing good damage to itself because of Rocky Helmet. Yeah, Steelix is a fantastic Pokemon for this whole playthrough. The one, like the traded Steelix that you get always has a plus defense nature. I think it's always Impish specifically, so it's plus defense minus special attack. And it has perfect IVs in defense, which just is absurd. It's already really bulky just naturally, but that makes it even more bulky than you could possibly imagine. As a fellow Pokemon lover, you're an ace yourself. Awesome. Hello, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing well. I'm doing great, Brett. How are you? Alright, so we can go down. Anything up here? Oh, that's okay. That's like an unlocked shortcut later on. I'm good. I have a swimming competition this weekend, so I will be out of town tomorrow. Oh, well, I hope you do well. Hope it all goes good. I'm sure you will do just fine, but you know. Still like to send my best wishes. My swimming events are 100-meter individual medley, 200-meter freestyle, and 200-meter backstroke. Awesome. Very diverse what you're going to have to do. But I know you're going to crush it. Alright. What happened? My game lagged really bad, but okay, everything's fine. Okay. I don't know what that was. Okay. I don't really think I want to put anyone else in the lead slot right now. I think I want to keep Gyarados still in the lead. Let's fight this person. I left my darling fiance behind and came over here all by myself. Wow. Just abandoned him. You are challenged by Taurus Manami. Any new rumors for any new Crash game? None that I've heard. And I don't know if they're gonna... It would be kind of crazy. That would be a real flashback if there was, like, you know, a new Crash game immediately followed up with, like, you know, new Spyro game. Oh my goodness. There's already so many good games coming out. I'm just so excited. Well, yeah, that would be amazing if they just came out and announced something for Crash too. Currently nothing new on the new Spire game yet. Yeah, I'm hoping they eventually, it'll probably happen in a couple months, where they'll show like a real like more in-depth gameplay trailer. Because I'm excited to see what they're gonna do. Because so far we haven't really seen much with the gameplay. All right, level 30 for Gyarados. Celia's got the 31. All right, that is my cue to turn XP share off. Ooh, you're so strong. Perhaps even stronger than my fiance. All right. I think that her fiance is about to be a cuck or something. This is kind of wild. Turn the XP share off. Wait, I didn't go up here, did I now? And the big thing is that now if I go back to the beginning of this floor of the cave, there is someone who heals me. I don't think I pointed that out. But yeah, this person right here actually heals you. So you don't have to worry about running all the way back to the Pokemon Center anymore. Alright, I'm using another repel. Let's keep going. Oh, and we got Tier now. I think he's going to give me like Flash or something. Hey, Booga. If you use the move Flash, not as many wild Pokemon will turn up. Is that true? I kind of depend on Flash. I'm still not very good at battling, so I keep running into trouble. I sure wish I could be as good as you. I didn't know that. Flash actually, like, reduces your encounter rate? Ah, the more you know. Is that only for this generation, or was that for other generations too? Escape rope, okay. This guy, I think, is going to be the Sawk trainer. Yeah, so this Sawk, I think, has a normal move, a fighting move, and a ground move, from what I have written down. Which is pretty tough, because that's, there's a lot of things that, I'm not exactly, well-equipped for. But I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be alright. I'm gonna lead with Gyarados. We'll get the Intimidate off, and we'll kind of go from there. I'm wondering if it has counter though. I don't think it does. Here, let me check. Better to be safe than sorry. Let me check. No, it has Retaliate, Double Kick, and Bulldoze, from what I can see. All right, so let's fight this guy. Battle. Sure. Retaliate, Double Kick, and Bulldoze is what he has. Alright. So now, it wasn't Brick Break. I think I said Brick Break. That's my fault. It's Double Kick. But no counter. Honestly, Gyarados is probably faster than it. Sawk, I think, is like 85 base speed. Gyarados is like 81. So I think I'll just go Return. Nope, it's faster. Retaliate. That will double in power if a teammate fainted the previous turn. Obviously, he's by himself though, so don't need to worry about that. Really? It did like what, 18 damage to me, so with the crit it'd probably be like, what would you say, like around 50-ish. So I probably could take the hit, but should I swap just to be extra safe? Because honestly, I probably could just go to Thumper. Thumper can probably take one hit just because of his Titanic defense stat. And he's got Rocky Helmet, so we will guaranteed kill. Yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's go Thumper. Seems like he has smart AI too, because he keeps clicking Retaliate, which is his strongest move against Gyarados, yeah. Not his strongest move against Thumper, though. That would have been Double Kick. Despair. And now let's give a soda pop to Gyarados and let's keep on going. I think really that's the only other like trainer of note I had. Maybe let's not rely on Gyarados so much. Now that we got Sawk out of the way, I don't really think there's anything too crazy left. Let's see. Let's have Nidoking be a lead slot. I trust him. Although that looks like a psychic trainer, so maybe we'll do it starting next fight, not this one. Because a psychic trainer probably should lead with something that isn't gonna get clapped by a Psybeam or something. Since ancient times, mirrors have always possessed a kind of mystical power. I will take advantage of that power and use it to defeat you. Alright, sure. See what you got. You're challenged by Psychic Franz. Sent out Chimecho. Alright. Uproar. How much damage does this do? 16. Body Slam. Wow, it actually one-shotted Chimecho. That's pretty crazy. Chimecho's not a pushover. Golett. Ghost Ground type. It also might have Iron Fist, which will increase the power of its punch-in moves. I mean, really the only punching moves I think it might have are like Shadow Punch and Mega Punch. Might know Magnitude as well. I'm gonna go to Quilladin. The very bulky lad, and it can offensively answer with Needle Arm if it needs to. Mega Punch, and we dodge the attack too. Why not? And we one-shot it. I'm pretty sure we would have lived Mega Punch. Even with Iron Fist boosting the damage, I think we were fine. The mystical power bounced back and defeated me instead. Hate it when that happens. Okay, now we can put Nidoking in lead slot, I think. Yeah, just gotta keep note if there's any more psychic trainers. Come on. I'm not looking at the ground, I'm looking for trainers. Ferroseed, go away. Honestly, Ferroseed would have been a pretty solid encounter to get from here, but alas, it did not happen. Alright. Oh no, just where's my darling gone off to? Oh, is this the guy who his girlfriend just abandoned him? You were challenged by Taurus Haruto. Sent out Nidorino. Well, boy, do I have the matchup of the century. Nidorino versus his dad, Nidoking. If only you found that Moonstone about a room and a half ago. Man, missed opportunity. I can't win without my darling. I'm gonna talk to him again. I want to see if he says anything about it. I'm completely lost without my darling. Well, I don't know. She might not be interested in you anymore. Oh, this is a double battle. Oh shoot. I don't remember this being anything too crazy. Let me check who I got in the second slot right now. Right now it's Butterfree. Let's do Steelix. Steelix is usually really reliable, so. What do you think, honey? Should we share some of our happiness with this trainer? Do we really look so happy? Although I do have to be careful using Bulldoze, because Bulldoze will hit Steelix as well. You're challenged by Honeymooners Yu and Amy. Vespiquen and Combi. Okay, this wasn't that bad. Vespiquen realistically probably just has, like, maybe Attack Order or Power Gem. But both of those would be resisted. So, I'll just, let's take out the Vespiquen for sure. Double attack into it. Rock Tomb probably on its own is enough to kill, but let's just double attack. Sweet Scent lowers evasion. Oh yeah, Vespiquen's really slow, so Steelix actually outsped. So we don't even have to worry about taking a hit from Vespiquen. There you go. I don't remember what Vespiquen's base speed is, but I know it's lower than 40, I think. Or maybe it is exactly 40. Alright, well Steelix is at the level cap, so I do have to stop using him in battle. Or else we'll risk over leveling. Comby's not going to give a lot of experience, so it's okay, but I don't mind if I lose as long as I'm with my darling. I feel like I'm on top of the world. I suppose I'm rather happy. What is going on? I guess don't go here if you have a loved one, because, or not a loved one, but like if you're in a romantic relationship with someone, because it's like the orb of confusion. They just, all the feelings just go out the window. And then oh wait, no, that's not psychic trainer, that's an ace trainer class. Yeah, let's fight you. My only desire is to brighten my Pokemon's day by defeating you in battle. Sure. Let's see. Can you brighten her day? Or his day? Depending. An Absol. Level 26 with pressure. Definitely think double kick's the way to go. Not quite a kill though. Oh, never mind. I think we just low rolled the first time. What's with all the ascots? What happened? What, the mascots? I don't think we have too many Pokemon mascots on our team. Pinsir. All these trainers are wearing ascot. Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know what that was. I don't know. Something French people. Pinsir. I think Pinsir's mostly just gonna know fighting moves, right? Maybe normal as well. But I don't think we have to be too worried about that. I think we can stay in Bonito King here. This is his return, I guess. Pinsir's got some good defense, so it can take these hits. Vital Throw. 12 damage. I think it only knows fighting moves. I don't think it knows anything else. Okay. Pinsir is down. I made my Pokemon sad. It's all my fault. I'm too weak. 2,500 bucks. Alright. Let me use one of my other soda pops. We're almost at the end, I believe, but there's also, I think, something... There's an item up there, but... If you go down here, I think this is like, where you can find a TM. It's a little bit hidden, not really too well, but let me get that item over there. Earth Plate. Alright. I mean, it's basically the same effect as the soft sand we have, which increases the power of ground type moves by 20%. Sure. Yeah, if you look in the reflection, you can see the cave. And if you go through here, you get a TM, which is Gyro Ball, sure. Probably not going to really come up too much. It's a move that gets more powerful the slower your Pokemon is compared to the target. Is where you would evolve something? I don't know. Probably where you would evolve something. Alright, and then... the next room should be the last. This should be where the exit to the cave is. And we can push this rock. Oh, we gotta fight this guy first. Whose shadow stands on the walls of Reflection Cave? 'Tis that of a hiker. Okay. Challenged by Hiker Dunstan. Sent out Sandile. Well, Sandile is a ground type, which means it's super effective against Nidoking, but I just don't really care. I think we can just double kick him into oblivion. In fact, we can single kick him into oblivion. Digby. I think it's got Mud Shot. Might be its like only real ground type move. I don't know if we'll kill this thing with double kick, and it might do more damage, so I'll swap. We'll go to Jug. Pull it and you got this. Needle Arm. Not quite a kill. But we outspeed, and this should take it. Cool. Alright. I think that's last trainer as well. And that's level 30 for Quilladin. Takedown, and kind of funny. Learning takedown after being hit by takedown twice, but no. Nidoking leveled up, and then we got Dwebble. Bug Rock type, probably best to swap again. Let's just go to Thump. Normally I would go to Thumper, but he's about to... He's level 32 already. I don't want to keep on relying on him. Let's go back to Nidoking. Smackdown. 5 damage, sure. And then we'll just spam Bulldoze until it's gone. Probably gonna have to use Bulldoze twice. Feint Attack. Let me tell you, this Sheer Force Nidoking is gonna be something special. This is something special. This battle got my clothes in such a disarray. I better use this mirror here to tidy up. It's funny because I actually talked about like how, you know, I thought hidden abilities can show up during horde battles, and then it actually did. Again, I don't know what the chance of that is. You do anything? There may be more than one example of the reveal glass first found in Unova. That's what the latest research seems to suggest. It's a real breakthrough. Oh, sorry, don't you know? A reveal glass is a mirror that has the ability to transform Landers, Thunders, and Tornadoes back to their original forms. Who cares? I don't have any of those Pokemon, and I never will. Alright, let's heal up. We'll ask around, see if anyone wants to give me any new items. There's a TM shop here, I believe. And we are definitely going to buy Poison Jab. I think that's one of the TMs they sell. Let's see. I've been playing this totally sweet game recently. You play as some cool little dude who runs around and whacks enemies to the beat of the music. Okay, there's a couple of rhythm games that are like that. They're very rare, but here in the Kalos region you can find mysterious stones that are filled with life energy. A shining stone that emitted great warmth was discovered, and the Great Tower was built to house and protect the stone. Alright, yeah, Poison Jab's one. You can buy Dig, I guess. The rest of them, at least for right now, I don't really think I'm going to need them. We might get them eventually. Right now, we're good. I think I already healed up, but I just healed again. Why not? We're also about to fight the rival, so let me see if I want to like sub anyone on the team or not. I don't really think I do. Because my rival should have Meowstic, Absol, and Braixen, I believe. Because I picked Chespin. And the weird thing about Braixen, I'm pretty sure it only will know 2 moves. It only knows like Fire Spin and Psybeam during our battle, which is Very interesting. Oh, this guy I think gives Eviolite, right? That's no mean feat there, child. Take this in honor of your effort. Obtained Eviolite. An Eviolite is quite a handy item. Would you believe what it does? It raises the defense and special defense for a Pokemon holding it, but I'm afraid there's one catch. It only works for a Pokemon that can evolve but haven't finished evolving. Mysterious, isn't it? Yeah, this is a great item. Fantastic. We're gonna absolutely slap it right on Quilladin. It makes perfect sense for him. If he's really to live up to his name and be a juggernaut, he's gonna have to be able to tank hits left and right, and Eviolite will absolutely help with that tremendously. Boosts defense and special defense by 50%, by the way. So as if you had a +1 in defense and special defense. Just so good. There exists an item that can change a Pokemon's ability. Well, that's what I heard, but where do I actually find one? That's the ability capsule. Doesn't work if the Pokemon has a hidden ability, though. I was invited out the other day by a friend who recently joined up with Team Flare. He just kept going on about how only Team Flare had a future to look forward to. That sounds like Team Flare. Very conceited. So I know this hiker who really likes Ferris wheels. It looks like he finally found love. Is it that hiker that's right up there? I don't need repel anymore. Any hidden items here? Doesn't look like it. Know how your hair sticks out all over the place when you wake up? Think Mega Evolution is like that? Yeah, that's what it is. Traditionally, Pokemon battles were a ritual that people and Pokemon used to learn about and accept one another. If you're a trainer, will you show me how you're raising your Pokemon with loving care? I'll show you Quilladin. He's been with me since the very beginning. Oh, this Quilladin was level 5 when you met, but now it's level 30. You raised it well. I can feel a bit of love from you. A bit of love? Excuse me? Hi, do you have any flying or psychic type Pokemon with you? Oh, a Gyarados type is with you. A Gyarados type. The new Pokemon type. Would you help me get some luggage that's too high for me to reach? Thank you. I'll give you this. You know, I thought Fairy was the only type that was added in Generation 6, but it turns out Gyarados. Having Pokemon with you can be a big help sometimes, eh? Oh my, your Nidoking seems to like you. That's so nice to see. Makes me want to give you this. A Soothe Bell. Okay. If a Pokemon holds a Soothe Bell, it will become more friendly to you. Well, even if Pokemon are of the same species, each Pokemon has a different nature and so on. That is true. There's always the Holocaster when you want to check the latest news. Being good or bad at Pokemon battles is just one of many measures of people. I want to show off my awesomeness in eating contests. My man. Alright. So let's head up here. Oop. Another cutscene. Hey Booga, how's your journey going? Hello, Uga. Let's compare our coastal Kalos Pokedexes and see who has seen more kinds of Pokemon. To put it another way, I'm challenging you to my own kind of Pokemon battle. So you've seen 47 kinds of Pokemon. I lost. How frustrating. Get this, I found some great Pokemon dancers. Oh yes, I just remember, the professor told us to say hello to the Mega Evolution Guru when we reached Shalor City. That's right, he did say that. Who are we supposed to say hello to again? A person called the Mega Evolution Guru. Oh, that's right, he did say that. Well, I guess we should look for the Mega Evolution Guru then. Where do you think he is anyway? I heard he's in the imposing building deep in the city, the Tower of Mastery. When you act like Pokemon exist only to battle, then winning or losing becomes the only thing that matters. That can make everything a lot less fun. Okay, listen. Calling out some competitive people. I want to see every single move that can be used by Pokemon. There's no right or wrong way to play Pokemon, by the way. All the time and love and soul you pour into your Pokemon, it's not for nothing, you'll see. Eternal Life, huh? It probably seems nice at first glance, but I'll definitely get bored with it. Okay. Just trying to interact with everybody. Oh, good item. A team like you and Nidoking can accomplish anything. I think in this town anyway. I haven't been I've really been anywhere else. X special attack, sure. Let's trade one of your citrus berries for one of my lepa berries. No. Friendship is power. With that in mind, the best way to bring out a Pokemon's hidden power is to become friends with it. Don't you agree? Oh, I don't know why you're going to say that line of dialogue and then not give me the hidden power TM. That kind of seems weird. Alright, and we got another cutscene. Oh my god, we're just going to get drowned in cutscenes. We can check this out. A new dance? Isn't this stone cool? I got it from this person called the Wandering Stone Collector for showing off my dance moves. Might be a Mega Stone. Here we go, you can have it. I want you to have it because you're such a great trainer and all. I still remember our battle on Route 5. Obtain the intriguing stone. So that's the Tower of Mastery. So cool. Well, I'll go call Trebs then. Go on ahead, okay? Alright, let's see if there's any other hidden items along this. There is. This rock, Stardust, okay. Getting a lot of Stardust. We can sell all these for a lot, probably. I want to be more awesome than I am now. I know trainers and Pokemon both feel that way. Alright, what else we got? Nothing here. What about on the right? There is not a hidden item, but a regular item. Max Ether, sorry. Okay. Oh. There's a hidden item, like, up here? Oh! I went too far. I was trying to go left. Tower of Mastery. With a giant statue of Omega Lucario. Can I leave? Thank you. I want to look for that item. Max Repel. Sure. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna have to fight the rival here, so I think they lead with Meowstic if I'm not mistaken, so I guess I'll lead with the Snorlax. Their other two Pokemon aren't that scary either. I mean, I could also save Snorlax for the end when Braixen comes onto the field. Maybe in that case, maybe I lead with Gyarados instead, because it's got Bite, does big damage. Yeah, let's do that. Let's lead with Gyarados. We'll save Snorlax for Braixen. Oh? You must be Uga then. Sycamore told me you would be coming. I'm called the Mega Evolution Guru. I guess you could say I'm an acquaintance of his. Oh, but Mega Evolution Guru isn't my real name, of course. Now, come here for a moment, will you? I like how he doesn't even bother telling us his real name. Only one of you? I thought he gave 5 kids a Pokedex. Isn't there anyone else with you? Oh. Who's that you're talking to, Booga? People call me the Mega Evolution Guru. My name is Tierno. And that's Uga over there. My name is Trevor. Pleased to meet you, Sycamore's pupils. But there are still only 3 of you, huh? What's this now? Were you the one who found that intriguing stone? It was given to me. What, it was you who found it, right, Booga? Well, who found it doesn't really matter. What's important is that you were honest. If you tell lies, the truth is clouded and eventually lost. And while we're being honest, that intriguing stone is just an ordinary rock. Sure, a lot of hubbub out there. Does that mean everyone has arrived? I'm pretty sure it makes you say that it was given to you. Like, it won't progress the dialogue until you say that. It's really silly. Hey there, so you made it to Shalor City. Lucario is in its Pokeball, but it's really happy to see you. Well, we should go see what's going on, too. Looks like everyone is finally here. Ooga! How are your Pokemon? I feel like it's been some time since our whole group has gathered in one place. Yeah, I think it's been since we met up on Route 7. Mr. Mega Evolution Guru? I've been wondering this whole time. Who is that over there? This is my granddaughter, Karina. She's Shalor City's gym leader. So, Sycamore's pupils, now that you're all here, I suppose I should explain Mega Evolution to you. I assume you all know about Pokemon evolution? I know. You have your Pokemon battle a lot, and then they grow stronger and evolve. Oh, and there are Pokemon that evolve with certain items. Some Pokemon evolve through friendship, and others only evolve in certain places. Exactly, and it's likely that Pokemon evolve in a lot of other ways as well. Mega Evolution is an evolution that transcends all other evolution. Indeed, Mega Evolution is a transformation of Pokemon that were thought to be unable to evolve any further. It's a whole new level of power. So in an evolutionary line like Charmander, Charmeleon, and Charizard, does that mean Charizard would be able to evolve even further? Yep, exactly right. But not all Pokemon have Mega Evolution. There's a reason why I used the word transformation a moment ago. Mega Evolution differs from evolution because it ends after a certain amount of time. In other words, it's a temporary evolution. What? It evolves, but then it goes back to what it was before? Yes. Mega Evolution is a special kind of evolution. That said, we still know very little about it. What we know now is that it requires special items, and the most important element is the trust between Pokemon and trainer. Trust. In other words, the bond between trainer and Pokemon. To make Mega Evolution work, you need two items, a Mega Stone for the Pokemon and the Mega Ring, which has a mysterious stone set in it for the trainer. Since Professor Sycamore entrusted each one of you with a Pokedex, I would like to give these items to all of you. I'd like to share them with you, but what? Just come out and say it already. Sorry, but presently I have only one Mega Ring. It's a very precious item. That's why my research isn't getting anywhere. So I want all of you to decide among yourselves which one of you will be the one who challenges the Mega Evolution successor. I'll pass. Pokemon battling isn't really my scene, so Mega Evolution would be way out of my league. Me too. It really would be a cool memory, but it does look interesting, but I want to complete the Pokedex first. If you try to do too much at once, you won't accomplish anything. So that leaves Booga and Callum then. Trainers don't get much better than you two. Ooga, let's battle for it. No matter what the reason is, a battle is a good chance for the two of us to compete and see who Vanderville's town's best trainer really is. Alright. As the chosen one, I reserve the right to lie to the evil team. Me when I lie. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. I think his highest level Pokemon is level 30, so this shouldn't be too bad. How about it? Yes. I will master Mega Evolution and set myself apart from other trainers. I'll also do it for my Pokemon. We've come so far together, and they never stop believing in me, their trainer. You and your Pokemon are stronger. I can tell just by looking at you, but I'm not going to lose. The winner of this battle will be me. You can't say that my team is stronger and then in the same breath say that you're going to win. Just not how that works. Fake out, of course. Get like your 5 damage in. Why not? I might go Bulldoze to lower its speed because it's definitely going to outrun me. Disarming Voice. Okay, it has Psybeam. Alright, lower its speed, that's a critical hit. And now we can go Bite. And this probably kills. It's gonna be close, at least. Yeah. It's a kill. Absol. Alright. I'm pretty sure its moveset is like Bite, Slash, and Quick Attack. But either way, I know we really don't want to use Steelix too much, but I might have to use it here because I don't want to mess around with Absol, honestly. It does hit pretty dang hard, so let's just go to Steelix. It'll be alright. I'm not really planning on using it for the fighting type gym anyway. Shocking, I know, but alright, let's go Bulldoze here. Good damage. Braixen is the next Pokemon that they're gonna send in. But I'll stay with Steelix, that's fine. Alright. Yeah, so Braixen only should know Fire Spin and Psybeam, and it's not a Psychic type Pokemon, so really it's not going to hit too hard. But we are probably going to overlevel with Steelix here. And that's perfectly okay, it's not that big of a deal. Alright, Snorlax, let's go ahead and send you in. Okay, it's gonna trap me in with Fire Spin. We do have Rest to heal off damage if it ever becomes too much, but honestly, it should be fine. We'll go Bulldoze here. Psybeam. Bulldoze does well over half. Also lowers speed. Are we going to be faster? I don't know. Might be. Nope. I just want Fire Spin anyway. It actually surprisingly hit harder than I thought it would. Granted, like I said, this Snorlax has minus special defense nature, which does kind of suck, but... yeah, it did more damage than I thought. Looks like I lost. Receive 6,000 Poké-Dollars. Your bonds with your Pokemon are really strong. I don't like losing much, but I'm sure you'll be able to Mega Evolve your Pokemon. There may be winners and losers in a Pokemon battle, but I really thought you two and your Pokemon were all winners. Mega Evolution is nothing more than just one way to make Pokemon stronger. There are many trainers who bring out the strength of their Pokemon without Mega Evolution. Well then, Uga, first you should challenge Karina, the gym leader. Pokemon need a Mega Stone, and Pokemon trainers need the Mega Ring. Well, my mysterious trainer, my Lucario, may have taken a shine to you, but now I must test you to see if you're ready to challenge the Mega Evolution successor. I'll be waiting for you at the gym. Oh, the rest of your friends should come challenge me at the gym too. I'll bet the professor will be happy if you master Mega Evolution. That's one way you can show mastery as a trainer. Well, that's what the professor wanted us to do after all. He said we should aim to be the best trainers we can be and enjoy our journey. Tierno, shall we look at the best trainers we can be too? Alright then, let's aim for the top. Hope to see you again soon, Booga. See you, Shawnee. You don't really need to go to all the trouble of comparing. Every little living creature is unique. But still, having someone to compete against and aim for greater heights with is a very fine thing. Booga, I think you and Callum are going to compete against each other and get really strong. I'm so glad we're all traveling together. Oh, I can't use my bike in here. Gotta go 5 steps away and then I can use my bike. Alright. Finally done with all the yapping. That was so much dialogue. I didn't realize just how much they talked when you got to the city. But yeah, now we're on to the gym and I'm gonna bench Steelix. Steelix would not have been really helpful for the fighting type gym anyway. I mean, granted, it has insane physical bulk, so I shouldn't necessarily say that, but... we'll have Floette on the team. And I might take off Snorlax in favor of Esper as well. We'll just level these guys up, so that they're all properly leveled for this. So let me update the team. I know, you know, Nidoking. Well, Nidoking's probably going to be one of our best players for this gym, honestly. Gyarados as well. Floette, and then who do we just put on? We put on Esper. It's going to be Meowstic in a second, so I'm just going to put Meowstic's image here already. I think we have a male Esper, right? Do we? Yes, we do. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be Meowstic in just a second, so... let's go ahead and do that. Light screen. Do that over Covet, I guess. I'm going to get everyone to level 30 here. Psybeam, we'll take that over Confusion. I think Esper evolves at like level 25 or something. Fake out, get rid of Scratch. Disarming Voice, that's a fairy move that always hits. I guess I'll take that over Leer. Alright, is this, oh, Psyshock, that's a good one. Well, Light Screen's not going to be too useful for the next couple of fights, so let's just get rid of Light Screen. We'll keep Psyshock and Psybeam. That way it has a way to hit on someone's physical defense or special defense, depending. And that is what we needed to get to for little Bunger the Esper to finally evolve. And I've already got the team updated, so we're good. Bunger evolved into Meowstick. Alright, we're gonna get him to 30. What happened? Oh. Do all of your Pokemon have nicknames? Yeah. It's not like a rule for the challenge, but I feel like it's in the Nuzlocke spirit to, you know, nickname everybody. It's always good. Charm. Do I want to do Charm? No, I don't think so. I don't really think Meowstick's going to be on the team too long. Just going to help for the fighting type gym, because obviously it's a psychic type. And we'll get Floette to level 30 as well. Nah, I don't need grassy terrain. And then we'll do Butterfree. Okay. And now everybody is ready. We're not going to do Tailwind. Everybody's ready to go to the gym. As a reminder, level cap is 32. So by leveling everyone to 30, we're still 2 levels. We have like 2 levels worth of leeway. You gotta, so if they faint and you release them, it hurts your feelings more, yeah. Well, it's even worse because with this run, if any of them faint, the run's over. It's a deathless hardcore Nuzlocke, so if any Pokemon faints, I have to reset the entire game. So my feelings are gonna be extra hurt. Oof, yeah. Alright, do I want to leave with Gyarados? Gyarados is pretty good. Meowstick also could be pretty solid too to lead with. I think I will lead with Meowstick. Alright. We have to fight all the trainers to get to the gym leader. Oop. Well, I'm sliding all around. Hello. Hey, you've got to have some impressive skating skills in order to have caught up to me. You won't show me up in battle, though. Yeah, we have to fight. I think there's 4 trainers here, and they all obviously have fighting type Pokemon. Roller Skater Shun. I don't know how to pronounce it. Pancham is a mono fighting type. It evolves into a fighting dark type, but it might know dark type moves right now. I don't really think it would, but go fake out, get our little chip damage, always flinch it, and then Psyshock will probably just take it. Yeah. My absolute goat is on the field. Bunger the Meowstick, and then we got Throw. Throw, I think it's just gonna know fighting moves. I can't fathom it has anything else. And I think its physical and special defense are about the same, if not exactly the same. So let's just go Psyshock. Seismic Toss. Some of these fighting type Pokemon might have counter as well, so we do have to be careful about that. Meowstic's a good lead choice because obviously all of its attacks, other than Fake Out, are special attacks, so it can't be reflected by counter. It can be reflected by Mirror Coat, though. Machoke. I don't really feel like we need this swap. So we're just gonna... we'll Psybeam it. Nice. Man, this Meowstic's really good. The one-shot and everything. What? No way. You've got me beating Pokemon battles too? Better start believing, kid. Yeah, so every time you beat a trainer, it raises one of the platforms that creates like a guardrail that you can then like skate across. You know, very safe to allow 10-year-old children to be skating across a giant railing, and if they don't, then they fall to their death. I'm not gonna question the infrastructure though. We're just here for a gym badge. So we got 3 more trainers to fight. I just wanted to heal up there. Just be safe. I mean, I don't really think any of the trainers are too scary. There is one trainer that I did highlight in my, you know, little notes here. There's one trainer that has a Hariyama paired with a Sock, and that is actually kind of tough. Did that person just see me when I was behind them? Excuse me? Hello? Okay. Just who do you think you are? Stopping while I'm skating. Did I see that right? They were ahead of me, and they were looking straight, and then they just turned around. Okay. You were challenged by Roller Skater Kate. Roller Skater Kate. I like that. Skater Kate. Jump scare, yeah. I'm here yapping, and then all of a sudden I'm getting attacked. This person has eyes on the back of their head. Fake Out. And then we'll go Psyshock here. Might just take it out. Meditite's not that bulky. Even though it's not super effective because it's a psychic fighting type. Then we got Mienfoo. Might have Fake Out itself, yeah. Alright, so then I flinch, that's fine. And then we just use Psyshock next turn and hopefully this takes it out. Alright. Level 31 for Meowstic. And we learned Miracle. Miracle Eye is not a great move. It's so it allows a psychic type or any Pokemon to hit whoever you use Miracle Eye on with psychic attacks. So the obvious situation would be to like use it on a dark type Pokemon. The problem is that dark type Pokemon have a good matchup against psychic types, so it's just never a good idea to keep a psychic type in against a dark type Pokemon to begin with. Oh, you saw me because you wanted a battle? Why didn't you just say so? Get some money. Alright, 2 more trainers to go before we can fight the gym later. I'm not gonna go back to heal off 11 damage. Just heal up. Never say never, brother. Yeah, well, I don't think it's gonna be too useful. It's a cool move. It's a cool move. But I think the main issue is like, you know, if my best play against a dark type Pokemon is using a psychic type, we've got a problem. Something went wrong. All right, let's fight this guy next. How do we... All these skating trainers have eyes on the back of their head. He ran past me, then... Okay. You look like you could use some lessons. Don't worry, when it comes to speed skating and Pokemon battling, you won't find a better teacher. I mean, I wanted to fight him, so it works out, but it's just weird. It's just really weird. Alright, he's got Heracross. Alright. That's a bug fighting type. Normally, you wouldn't really love the matchup with Meowstic here because Psychic is weak to bug. But I'm pretty sure it does not know a bug type move, or at least it shouldn't. I don't think that any of the gym leader trainers have like custom well, maybe they do, I don't know. But this one I don't think does. It does learn Pin Missile at 31, but it is level 30. Just checked. But Either way, I'm pretty sure we just outspeed, and Psyshock should easily take it out. It's quad weak to Psychic. I mean, not quad weak to, it's quad weak to Flying. What am I saying? Oh, it didn't take it out. Actually does live that. That's fine. Probably should have used Fake Out first, too, just to get the chip damage in. It's not quad weak to Psychic. Let me emphasize that. It's quad weak to Flying. It's regular weak to Psychic. What I meant to say is that it doesn't have as much physical defense as it does special defense. So Psyshock should kill, but no, it didn't. It was pretty high leveled, so maybe that's why it lived, but I'm still shocked. Alright, let me heal again, because that was a lot of damage. I could just use a super potion, but I've also used Psyshock like 5 times so far, and you gotta watch out for your PP as well. Don't want to overuse your PP. Or else bad news will happen. That did happen to me in one Nuzlocke. I used up like all the PP for like Psychic or something, and I went into like some gym and I'm like, oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. And I have vowed to never make that mistake again. Now missing 5 is probably not that big of a deal. So yeah, this next trainer has to be it then. This is going to be the Salk plus Hariyama trainer. Let me think. Let's lead with Quilladin, because we can use Leech Seed on it, and then we can swap to like Gyarados to get Intimidate off. Then go to like Nidoking, set up like a whole bunch of like Hone Claws, and that probably will be enough to one-shot Hariyama with Bulldoze or something, especially with Sheer Force boosting the damage. Yeah, the reason I'm so paranoid about this next fight is really just because Hariyama has Belly Drum, which is a very scary move. It does reduce your health by half, but it also maximizes your attack stat. So it gives it a +6, basically. Which effectively is quadrupling the stats. Not good. It's not good. So I know it probably won't even come up, but I just want to be extra careful about that, because you don't want to lose something, especially when you know a move could be coming. I'm going to level everyone to 31. How you doing, 222? Logan Woods? Alright. Alright. Doing good? Awesome. Yeah, we're just about to do the gym battle. We just have to do one more trainer in the gym, and then we'll be good. Also, hold on. No, I think not having items is fine. I'm pretty sure the Hariyama is knockoff, too. Yeah. Let's lead with Quilladin. I think it's this guy, right? Yep, eyes on the back of their head. The Skating Battle Train. Is there a reason that happens? Is it like they have kind of like I don't know, like maybe a circle around them that if you're ever in that circle, they detect you or something? I don't know. This Skating Battle Train doesn't stop for anyone. Non-stop and full speed ahead. Go, go, go. Okay. You are challenged by Roller Skater Rolanda. Alright. So Salk isn't like too scary. It does have counter, I believe. Get Leech Seed up. It's gonna use Low Sweep. That reduces speed. Yeah, like Low Sweep, I'm pretty sure there's a weird AI quirk here. So, if you don't know, when it comes to speed lowering moves, the AI, for some reason, they will use them a lot when your Pokemon outspeed. So you can see right now Quilladin has 53 speed, and it did outspeed that turn. So it uses low sweep there because my Pokemon's faster, right? Makes sense. After your Pokemon no longer outspeeds, even if the move is the strongest the Pokemon has to use against you, it just won't click it anymore. So if you're a slow Pokemon and you are weak to a move that lowers speed, it just won't click it on you. It just will not ever use it. I don't know why that is. Just one of those weird AI quirks, though. So let's go to Gyarados here. We'll lower the attack of Sawk with Intimidate. And it's going to do like practically no damage to Gyarados. We resist fighting. Yeah, see, now it goes Karate Chop. I don't know if this is a smart AI, by the way. It could just be dumb AI, but... Also, OBS was complaining for a second, but I think it's alright. Might have dropped a couple of frames there. Sorry about that. Alright. What do I want to do? Yeah, I think I just want to go straight to Nidoking. Start setting up Hone Claws for when Hariyama comes out. Nidoking resists all of the moves that Sawk has, so it shouldn't be able to do much. It can lower speed, though. That is something it can do. I don't really think that matters too much if I'm just going to one-shot the next Pokemon that comes out. How fast is Nidoking? I'm curious. 63, so right now it's like 42 speed. Karate Chop, sure. Karate Chop does have a high chance to crit. It's a 1 in 8 chance as opposed to 1 in 16, which is the normal chance. But I don't think that's going to matter. Even a crit isn't going to do that much. And we're healing a lot of health back with Leech Seed. Gonna use Double Kick. I'm gonna keep setting up Hone Claws. We're basically just gonna Hone Claw it up until the Sawk's down, and then the hope is that at +6 attack, you know, we can take out Hariyama. I'm pretty sure we will. I also forgot to teach Poison Jab to Nidoking. I should have done that. I bought the TM and I completely forgot to teach it, but Bulldoze should be enough. Especially because of sheer force. And Nidoking's not holding an item, right? Yeah, so Knockoff isn't even going to have that power boost at all. Man, it got 2 crits. 1 in 8 chance, everyone. Interesting. Interesting how that works. I'll tell you, it'll be every last bit of a 1 in 8 chance if it was me using the move. I outsped? Oh, it used counter. Why? You have like 1 HP left. This is probably going to just take you out, yeah. I don't know. That's very odd to me. And here comes big boy Hariyama. Look at these thunder thighs. Alright, we're going to take him out with Bulldoze. And even if we don't take him out, which we did, so it didn't matter. But even if we didn't take him out, Belly Drum couldn't be used because he would obviously be less than half health. So you can't use Belly Drum if you have less than half HP. You stopped me right in my tracks. That's no fun. I got some money for winning. That is the last required trainer outside of the gym leader that I gotta fight. So now we can just heal up, level everyone up exactly to the cap, which is level 32, and we can go ahead and take on Karina. And we've been going for about 3 hours now. I think we'll probably do the Tower of Mastery, and then we'll kind of see where we're at. We might be stopping soon. I don't want to go too long. Yeah. So we'll see where we're at after this. Alright, let's go ahead and do Poison Jab, teach that to Nidoking really quick. It's a very good move, especially because of sheer force. And we can get rid of... I think I'd rather have double kick because of coverage, so I'll get rid of return at this point. Alright, what other moves do I want to teach? I think I want to teach Protect to Floette. That way it has Wish and Protect, which is a good combination. What else we got? I don't really know if I care too much about a lot of these other moves. Not really. I think we're good as is. Alright. There is one thing I gotta do, though. I gotta level everyone up to 32. So where are my rare candies at? Alright, level 32 for Quilladin. And let me just say, Quilladin has been so good. Gen 6, I think, has a great lineup of like starter Pokemon. Not only because you get like the Kalos starters, which I think are well balanced, but then you also have like the Kanto starters as well, which is also really well balanced. We're going all attacks. We're taking off Dragon Rage. Yeah, but I honestly think you can't go wrong picking any one of the starters in both in this game and for, I guess, Gen 1 as well, right? Well, for Gen 1, Charmander is kind of the weakest one. It's a very good one when it's fully evolved, but until then, it's a bit weak. It's a bit of a struggle. Alright. Everyone's level 32. Okay, I was about to say, I swear I got through this door last time. What happened? Gotta slim down. Alright, and then let's go ahead and figure out what items I want everyone to have. So, currently it's Eviolite on Quilladin. What is the Gyarados holding? Persimberry? I don't think anything's gonna inflict confusion, so... Let's... Do we have Sharpbeak? Or do I have that on someone? I probably have that on someone else. Yeah. I don't really have a lot of held items for my Pokemon. It kind of sucks. I guess I can give the Mind Plate to Meowstic. Do that at least. I don't even have, like, Oranberries to give these guys. I do have a Citrus Berry, but only one. Alright, and then what about, like, Nidoking? I guess we can give the Poison Barb. Okay. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to just be good enough. So, Karina, the gym leader, she's gonna have 3 Pokemon. So, her lead... Her lead's gonna be Mienfoo, which I'm pretty sure is Fake Out. Her ace is Hawlucha. That's level 32. That's why the level cap is level 32 right now. It's Fighting Flying, which is a really good typing. And then there's Machoke. If you have a Ghost-type Pokemon, you can basically win against this gym very easily. The only thing you have to watch out for is Machoke, because Machoke has Rock Tomb. The other two do not have a way to hit a Ghost-type Pokemon. But we're obviously not in a position where we can just get an auto win like that, so we're gonna have to get it the old-fashioned way. We're actually gonna have to earn our victory. I think... What do I think? Do I want to lead with Quilladin and get Leech Seed off? I don't really think we need to do that, though. I think I might just go with Meowstic lead. Or even, you could even lead with, like, Gyarados and get the Intimidate off as well. Could do that. Mienfoo is also going to use Fake Out on turn 1, and I'm pretty sure that's Inner Focus, so it can't be Fake Out in return. So, we'll do Leech Seed strat, why not? Eviolite will keep us alive, and I gotta get momentum. There we go. Alright, I think we're ready for it. Time for Lady Karina's big appearance. Alright, well, she's just stunted on me, so... I hate how fine you have to be with, like, moving with roller skates. Anyway, I'm just messing around with you. I know you're rolling in the aisles, right? I already know you're a strong trainer, so let's get the show on the road. Alright, here we go. Versus Karina. Karina sent out Mienfoo. Alright, Quilladin, let's go ahead and we're gonna get Fake Out anyway, but I'll just use Leech Seed. Oh, it doesn't have Fake Out. Never mind. I thought it had Fake Out. Power Up Punch, okay. It increases your attack as well as doing some damage. That's fine. We can then swap over. I guess we can swap to Gyarados and just get that buff out of there. Put it back down to neutral. Gonna use Power Up Punch again. Getting greedy with these stat boosts. Okay. Could also swap into Meowstic too. Yeah, let me just go to Meowstic now. I mean, even with +1 attack, I don't think it's going to do that much, right? 54 defense. What did Gyarados have? 59. Yeah, it probably does like 8 or 9 damage to Meowstic. Actually, a little bit more because it's a +1 attack, right? But not that crazy. Double Slap. I mean, that was a stronger move than Power Up Punch, to be fair. I just wasn't expecting that. Alright, you caught me off guard, Karina. You did it. Good job. Alright, let's go Psyshock. Not really sure why Double Slap was the choice there. Got Machoke coming in. I don't really think I have too much to be worried about with this guy on the field, so I'm just gonna Psyshock, I guess. Oh, just one shot. Okay. Not really sure I understand. Hawlucha comes in. Alright, so this thing has Power Up Punch, Flying Press, and Hone Claws. I don't really know if I care too much about it. Flying Press is an interesting move. It is both a fighting move and a flying move simultaneously. But it obviously is still resisted by Meowstic because it's a Psychic type, so let's just go Psyshock. It does click Flying Press. It's probably going to do like maybe 20. 23. And that's going to be healing range. Must be nice to be able to use items in battle. Must be nice. Psyshock. Let's just replay the turn, why not? Okay, how many Hyper Potions does she have? What's happening? We're just stalling. We're replaying the turn every, like, 3 seconds. It's like we're in a time loop. You gotta let it die. Alright, flying press. Gonna do another 23 damage. Not even, that was 19 actually. Alright, Psyshock, we'll take it out. That's it. That is our third gym badge, just like that, very easy. Meowstic basically swept with a little help from Gyarados and Quilladin. How could it be? Oh, I have been defeated! Alack, alay, Lady Karina gave a terrible display. This is it. I must give up my title and admit that your strength far exceeds... Just teasing. But here's your badge. Boy, you'll be rolling them soon. Gym Badge the Third. Yes. It's only a matter of time before we get Gym Badge the 8th. If you got a Rumble Badge, then you can trade Pokemon up to level 50 with your friends, and they'll be ready to roll. They'll love you, alright? And you'll be able to roll over waves using the HM Surf, even outside battle. And here, why don't you take this TM? I've been really on a roll with it myself. Power Up Punch, TM98. It's actually a pretty solid one. Power Up Punch does just what it says on the box. The more that you use it, the tougher your fists get. Keep using it, your attack will go through the roof. Look, I do have to apologize. You'll have to make it up. You'll have to make it up to the top of the Tower of Mastery if you want the Mega Ring. I'm sorry for sending you this way and that. I swear I'm not giving you the runaround. You've done great rolling with the punches, so great that I'd like you to ask a favor. Battle me again, won't you? But this time it won't be just another gym battle. I want a battle between equals, as two trainers who can use Mega Evolution. I'll be waiting for you with Lucario at the top of the Tower of Mastery. Alright, I got a lot to say about this, this upcoming gym battle. But we'll get there in just a second. Or not upcoming gym battle, upcoming, Tower of Mastery battle. But before we do that, let me go heal. Gym Badge the 8th had 6 wives. Wow. I'm learning a lot. A lot of Pokemon history going on right now. Alright, let's go ahead and shake the team back up. I was just using this team for the fighting gym, and now that that's done, we can swap things out. So Steelix over Meowstic. Do I want Charmeleon back on the team? For now, I think Snorlax is better than Floette. I could put Charmeleon over Butterfree. But I might wait until Charmeleon evolves to Charizard, which will happen at 36. Yeah, we might wait for Charmeleon here. Leave it in the box for now, but I will update the team that we made those 2 substitutions. So let me do that. We need to do Meowstic is replaced with Snorlax. And Floette we put on Steelix. Very good. Okay. The first one he divorced, the second one he hit with guillotine, and the third one fainted. The fourth one he divorced as well, the fifth one he hit with guillotine again, and the sixth one he was either out of PP or he missed the guillotine. Not sure which, but based on lack of offspring from that marriage, my bet is on the low PP. Holy crap, what a joke. Although, let me tell you, hitting 2 guillotines, that's pretty impressive in 5 attempts. Let's go. If it was me, I would have missed probably 20 guillotines in a row. Oh, Karina, I mean the Mega Evolution successor is waiting for you at the top of the tower. Okay. I was worried we were going to have more yapping to deal with. Well, we do. Only those who have been approved may climb the Tower of Mastery. Oh, you may pass. Thank you for your permission, sir. I think in one of these rooms, there's a guy who gives a TM. So do you know about the Mega Evolution Guru's real name? It's Gherkin. I can see why he doesn't say anyone, or tell anyone that. Long, long ago, a trainer came to this land accompanied by a Lucario. They found 2 strange stones. This is said to have led to the world's first Mega Evolution. Technically, we don't know if he missed wives 1 and 4 and decided to divorce them instead of risking missing again. My god. Mega Evolution is one of the many things a Pokemon is capable of. Pokemon are still treasures even if they don't have a Mega Evolution. Check it! The Mega Evolution Guru is apparently a descendant of the first trainer to evolve Lucario into its Mega Evolution. Oh my god, if I took a drink for every time someone said Mega Evolution in the stream, I'd be just on the floor. Probably liquidated. When he was young, Professor Sycamore trained here to learn about Mega Evolution, but he decided he didn't have what it takes and left fairly quickly. Since you were kind enough to come clear up here, I want you to have this. TM47 Low Sweep. This is what I was looking for the whole time. I just had a thought. Maybe the fact that people think up all these ways to bring out the power of Pokemon is a message to us to look for all the possibilities everywhere. I don't think that's what it is. Okay, so for this next fight, I said I was going to talk about it a lot. This next fight's weird. You're not actually allowed to use your team for this next battle. It's a scripted battle with Karina, where both of you will use a Lucario against each other that can Mega Evolve. The game forces you to Mega Evolve. You cannot progress unless you Mega Evolve. So, Mega Evolution isn't banned in this run, but I'm trying not to use it. But this is one fight I am actually required to use it. Like, I can't progress unless I Mega Evolve Lucario. So, we're gonna Mega Evolve Lucario. And how we're going to rule this fight. Now, there is an inescapable chance that we will lose this battle. It's possible if your Lucario doesn't crit and their Lucario's does crit, you will lose. So that's like, I don't know the full odds. It's probably somewhere around like 5.5% or so, right? That happens. And basically, how we're going to rule this fight is not, you know, oh, if my Lucario faints, the run's over. We're going to rule it as an encounter. So if my Lucario faints and I lose the battle, that just means I fail the Lucario encounter and I can't use Lucario in this run. Okay, so it's not going to be considered a death. Technically, I don't even own Lucario yet. Lucario isn't given to you until after the battle. So I feel like it makes sense. So this fight doesn't count for like a Deathless playthrough. If we lose Lucario, it just means I fail the encounter. I can't use Lucario for the rest of the run. Or I can't get him from the at all from after the battle. You can say no to picking up Lucario. Jim Badge the 8th was famous for drinking too much, which might explain his low PP later in life. I assume we are counting the fight as if you lose the battle, you need to restart the run since that would maximize your suffering. Absolutely not. Every fight, I've got to have, like, you know, it's got to be on me whether I win or lose. Like, it's either bad strategy or good strategy, whether I win or lose, right? I'll go down with the ship, I'll roll with the punches, whatever happens. But this fight, having this inescapable chance of losing, no. I really love this place. When I'm here with my Pokemon looking at the wide open sky above, all my worries disappear, and I feel like I can do anything. Thanks for coming all the way up here. It was decided that this must be the place where the Mega Ring is handed over. Something about making sure we never forget to set our sights as high as the sky. And here it is, your very own Mega Ring. It's in the shape of a bracelet, so it's super easy to wear. Uga equipped the Mega Ring on her left wrist. Give your Pokemon the right Mega Stone and try battling with it. Your Pokemon will surely answer the call of the Mega Ring. Lucario, what's wrong? Roof. Lucario, are you sure? You want to battle alongside that trainer? Roof. I don't know what to say. I'm a bit shocked that some traveling trainer seems to have a stronger bond with you than I do. Huh. Well, she must be something special. So what do you say, trainer? Will you and Lucario battle against me and my Lucario? A Lucario on Lucario battle. It will be nothing short of riveting. They both have Lucarionite in hand. How about we get the show on the road? Let's do it. I can feel Lucario's passion. They don't let you say no, by the way. Perhaps it's just that it doesn't want to lose to the other Lucario. But it may be that it's just on the same wavelength as you. Ready, Lucario? Let's give it all we've got. Alright. You are challenged by successor Karina. Yeah, so if you don't Mega Evolve, she will be like, oh, come on, don't be like that. Use it in battle, and then the fight will reset. Right? And if you do Mega Evolve, you actually can lose the battle, and she still says congratulations. So, anyway, it's always scripted that this Lucario that you have is always faster than hers. So you'll always be able to outspeed and reliably two-shot, or one-shot if it crits. But of course, her Lucario also two-shots and one-shot if it crits, so that's where the inescapable chance of losing comes from. Alright, Lucario. Digivolve to Mega Lucario. Alright. We did not get the crit. And they did! There's no way. That is why we wrote in the rule, this doesn't count. What an explosive battle. I could tell that both Mega Lucario didn't hold anything back. With strong bonds like that, you shouldn't have any trouble triggering your Pokemon's Mega Evolution. I think it would be best if you took that Lucario along with you on your journey. It's quite apparent that you two make a truly incredible team. Lucario is staring intently at Uga. Will you take Lucario with you? We will not. Because we did not earn the right to do so. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hilarious, though. Hilarious. Wow. Really, I thought the two of you would have made a great team. As long as Pokemon trainers have the kindness to care for each other and give each other courage, the world will be full of smiles. No, we did not earn the right to use Lucario. That's hilarious. Yeah. So this is, yeah. We're counting that as an encounter, and because we did not win the battle, we did not earn the right to use Lucario. But it doesn't count as a death, because Lucario wasn't mine to begin with. Never became official. Yeah, I think that's really stupid that you can lose that. I feel like a tutorial for Mega Evolution, it should have been that she just didn't use an attacking move, right? Like, it should just be like, oh, she just uses, like, Swords Dance or something on the first turn. Because I think it's stupid. I really think it's stupid that you can lose that fight. Alright. So, what a waste of time. What an absolute waste of time. Alright. Before... I think that's probably going to be a good place to stop for today, but there is one thing I want to do really quick. I want to get my encounter for Route 12. It's going to be a static Pokemon. Here, take this. Obtained HM3 Surf. If you use HM Surf, you can travel over the water. I'll challenge you to a battle again sometime. That's the best way to get strong after all. I was lucky enough to meet you and end up traveling together, so I'd better take advantage of the opportunity to battle. Right, cool stuff. And then... I thought maybe they gave an item. They don't. This kind Lapras here once saved me from drowning. I feel bad though. I can't afford to travel around and show it the wide world beyond these parts. Hey, I've got an idea. You've got a Rumble badge. You must be a strong and seasoned traveler. Would you mind taking Lapras with you on your journey? Sure. How about you give Lapras a nickname? Let's do Plesio. As in the dinosaur. Lapras, it's time for you to move on. Go out and swim to your heart's content all across Kalos. It has water absorb, and I can't really tell if the IVs are good, but, you know, neutral nature is always nice to have. Alright, so there you go. That's our encounter for Route 12. Just gonna get it as a static Pokemon. It really sucks about Lucario, but it is what it is. It does suck, though. What can you do, though? I don't know why I keep going back to heal. I don't need the heal. I am going to have Lapras be on the team, and I guess I could keep Butterfree off. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Alright, let me update the team really quick. Butterfree. Place with Lapras. Alright, well, I think that is going to be it for this stream. We did a lot. We did another gym battle, and we got a ton of new Pokemon, and one really, really cool one. Let me just, I'm going to show it off again, because I think this is so cool. A Pokemon with its hidden ability, Sheer Force Nidoking, is going to be really, really fun to use. I am so excited that we got this thing. The rest of the team is still looking great too. I don't think, I mean, Lapras is another new addition, but we just got it, so I can't really say too much about it at the moment. But yeah, I think a lot of these Pokemon I've had a lot of fun using a ton of them. Like, there's been some Pokemon I haven't used, but most of them I have or am planning to use eventually, so it's been really cool. I think that's the most fun thing about doing Nuzlocks, is just using a bunch of different Pokemon. I don't like the people who, like, you know, ride it out with, like, the same 6 the whole time. I feel like that's part of the fun, is just, like, swapping people out of your team all the time. It makes it a much more interesting experience. But anyway, it's going well so far. We did not get Lucario because of the one thing that I said could happen that just screws you over. That is so annoying. It is what it is. It'll be fine. We'll be able to manage without Lucario, I'm sure. It's not the end of the world just because you don't have one Pokemon. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, whether you're watching on YouTube, on Twitch, or you're watching the VOD. Thank you to Dr. Logan Woods, Bloodless Dragon, Brett, 70, anyone else? Oh, Nick, for all being here. You guys are awesome, fun to talk to, make for a lively chat, and I will see you all next time.